They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scope. Now don't get snuck out the lobby.
Me is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the rods to the nation. LIB and I, we in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the
Let me
vibe.
teach you how to vibe.
You gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip. I lay it out to the sport. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building. My EMP on the floor.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Crypto going manic. They trying to figure out how I do assault damage. Real just march the surroundings. I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghosts and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get an overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they just left you stranded. Damn. You know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight. I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing. They gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield. It's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion, hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, GOAT just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghosts is ghosts, we reloaded, blow the EMP and we done. They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scope. Now don't get snuck out the lobby.
Me is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the rods to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out the mud.
Man, let me see them shop talk stickers in the
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Let me see them shop talk stickers in the chat.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Let me see them. Let me see them stickers in the chat. It's the roll call. Cam was always first. Piece of Maine, DB, D'Angelo, Bob, Charles D.
Let me teach you how to
Big Jeff.
vibe.
Kenny O, Calvin Cotton, Fonza, Nano.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Drop your own sticker, Statman B Walker. What it do, player? All right. Y'all know what it do. What it do? We live on Facebook. Like, share, comment, follow. We live on the green. Up to 50 stickers and emotes you can use. You don't even have to be a sub. Picture in picture. We live on the red. Picture in picture. Getting real close on them watch hours to being partnered on YouTube. And what do we have? We on the purple. Use your Amazon Prime once a month.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Your boy or one of your other favorite content creators on Twitch. Do not let that go to waste. Bezos has put that in your package. You're paying for it one way or another. Lil D, what up? Lock Kick, #1 shoe plug in the city. That should be everybody that's came in on the notification gang. Turn your noties on. Vincent Rivers. But y'all know why we here. Let me hit the button.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
I'm in the booth. Those of y'all that don't know how this content work, I'm an open book.
Let me teach you how to
This is
vibe.
like the Black Paul, Fine Bomb, Shock Jock. Anytime we talking about sports, life, entertainment, the booth is open for non-goofy. If you want to hop in, voice your opinion, agree, disagree, be indifferent, today the shop ain't talking about NFL football and how Cam Ward is so good that I got an Under Armour shirt on today. Run it back. Cam Ward is so good, I got an Under Armour shirt on today. This should just let you know how he's slinging the pill out there on Sunday. So you know I mean business when I got the Under Armour undershirt and the Under Armour dry fit shirt on top of it. We put Nike to the side today. You know what I'm saying? We on Under Armour game. So we here to talk about hip hop in the ATL. If y'all don't follow the Discord, join the Discord. That way you can take part of the offline conversations as well as the posts that I drop. Make sure y'all engaging with all the posts and all the content. Yesterday I watched the Young Thug interview in its entirety. I know Gunna is about to release his documentary, a movie. Big Bank had Thug on. And all of us was disagreeing about what we was looking at. I know what I'm looking at. I don't know what y'all looking at. So just to say that, it looks like, from my opinion, without even deep diving into the situation, without even pulling out my trump cards or the things that I know because I've looked into it, in my own personal experience, these boys need to thank God that they didn't dodge life sentences and move on with their lives. They need to go behind closed doors, hash out whatever differences, and realize that there's a bigger play to be had, and it's going over some people's heads, and some people have understood and decided, like, you know what? Let me out the car, though. And they doing their thing. So I'm only here so I don't get fined. I'm really here for the detractors and the people that always disagree. Know that this platform, unlike any other platform, will give you your voice. Even if I wholeheartedly disagree, because I think perspectives is everything. I think people need to be able to see my point of view with logic and understanding. And I need to be able to see other people's point of view. But in this situation, right is right, wrong is wrong. And one thing that our community always does, and y'all always see me take the same stance on this every time. When it comes to money, business, entertainment, sports, content, esports, the streets don't belong. They'll never belong. They'll never last. It'll always die. It just doesn't, like, you just can't add streets to business and money. It just don't work. Black people in our community needs to leave the streets alone. It ain't for y'all. You're not the Taliban. You're not the Mujahideen. You're not the cartel. You're not the Yakuza. Not really standing on nothing. Not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like the Irish mafia or nothing. Like, bro, just, hey, look, we need to go back to like the grandparents when they had the top hat and the suspenders and they ain't mean you ain't no man. We just need to go back to trying to handle our own community, bro. The street shit been bad ever since it started. They need to let the streets go, bro. Streets ain't for no black folks. Just let it go. It ain't for you. It ain't ever worked. And what's happened is, over the last half a century, I would say since the civil rights is 1964, it's 2025. So like exactly 60 years. The last 60 years, instead of organizing on something like the nuclear family and community, has been like a bunch of dumb street niggas leading the blind down the wrong path. Now, that might have something to do with COINTELPRO and secret government psyops and stuff like that. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But just like I teach my kids, it's only one thing you can control, and that's your own actions and reactions. That's it. He said the streets is watching. Which one watching, the streets or the CIA, the FBI, satellites, Edward Snowden type of watching, or some niggas that ain't gonna do nothing? Which watching are we talking? Now I know God is always watching. Which one am I more scared of? The streets watching or God? Which one is it? You can't pick both. It can't be both. It's got to be one or the other. God of the streets is watching you. Come on now, man. Like, don't make this so easy.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Ravens Joe. Don't pull out one of my trump cards. See, this is one thing about me being undefeated. I have like trump cards like in my pocket. Like, I'm gonna try to win off the face cards, like for those that don't play spades, the diamonds, the clubs, the hearts. I'm gonna try to win. We're gonna have 7 books by the time we even get to the spades. When we get to the spades is when I get the flipping cards up and slapping the table, and that's when you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach. The whole house watching, y'all drinking, you got the Henny out, and you know you lost. You trying not to get the tension ran on you, so you off the table. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying. I didn't got in. I didn't bluff somebody, and a jack didn't want to book or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to win like that. I'm trying to let my partner get his kings and aces in. Maybe we slide one in and ain't supposed to slide. At the end, I just want to just be, wow, wow.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Just real built to, you know what I'm saying? Like real B2A. Just like the real belt is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like the 7 books in this conversation has already been had. Now it's just a matter of, am I going to get the tension or not? You know what I'm saying? Some people call it Boston. Like we call it the tension round. Well, I'm from Alabama. So we call it the tension. You get the 10 ran on you on the table. They hit the buttons, the ejecto seat. You get up. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to pick you as a partner because you got the tension ran on you. The other 2 people high-fiving, wasting liquor on the table and shit. You know, you going to get another BNP. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what's going on right now. So black folks just gotta leave the streets alone. Just get back to what our grandparents was on. Grandparents was owning their trucks like Howlin' Wolf. It's like, that's the perfect movie. Cadillac Records is like, do you want to be Howlin' Wolf or you want to be Muddy Waters? Howlin' Wolf paid for Muddy Waters' funeral when he died of the overdose in the end. He couldn't get off the drugs. He had a Cadillac, but Howlin' Wolf had the old truck that you own in the land and stuff like that. We got to get back to being Howlin' Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Muddy Waters thing is not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to leave the streets alone and just go back to being Howlin' Wolf. Is he right on point? You can control what you can control. Don't let the wrong
Let me
most
teach you how to vibe.
mistakes as a child, as a young person. I can attest that my family raised me to do the right thing. I know right from wrong. I never was a person to be influenced. I always hung around older people, but it don't mean that the older people I hung around didn't have some of the game fucked up, and that's to no fault of their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, those was the first people off the porch. So it's like me doing Vibe Nation, doing the community I got. It's not to be the best Madden player. It's not to be the most known Madden player. It just was always to be the most influential, because LIP, where Vibe Nation came from, me and my cousin was like, man, we done so many things wrong. We come from a good family. We didn't influence people. People been following us our whole lives like leaders. Some people didn't got led down the wrong path following us because, you're like, he said a Jay-Z line. I'm going to use a Jay-Z line because that's how good I am. Wasn't quick enough to hop over the fences with me. I could hop the fence, but he might not can't. And I ain't even thinking that he can't hop the fence that I can easily hop. He got caught. You see what I'm saying? He got bit by the dog, or the people call him, like, whatever it is. It's just an analogy to say that, like, as a leader, I gotta know who can jump the fence and who can't jump the fence. So like I can't be leading people down a dangerous path that maybe I could maneuver through, but they can't. So it's like it may be the same case for me that black exploitation, hip hop, our culture have you looking up to the pimps, pushing P, the players pushing P, the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and by the time you get old, like, man, I'm looking up to a nigga that's tough and stand on business, but got a 5th grade education. Don't got a bank account, not smart. Got street smarts before it's just like an understanding of what it means to be a man. Like, can't be getting your game of how to raise a family, how to treat women from a man that ain't never had love from a woman. All he know is to use them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see this as a father, as a husband, and it take time, and we all still a work in progress, but in the reality of shit, it's like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as an adult, I look up to my dad, my granddads, my uncles, you know what I'm saying? People that was like stand up men that took care of their families and did shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Not we are like looking up to a nigga with a diamond chain and gold teeth who don't spend time with their kids or committed a bunch of crimes and slap women around and all kind of wild shit. And it's like, why would you be looking up to that shit once you get grown? Once you get grown, need to be like trying to be the most godly version of yourself you could be. And we all fall short. We're all going to fall short, but that don't mean you don't attempt to try. You gotta have the suspenders, Liddy. Look at this goofy coming here. Talking about some money over love. Here's my cash app. Nah, bro. Los. My granddad was in the streets. He was pushing peace. Man, your granddaddy probably, you didn't know what your granddaddy doing. Your granddaddy probably doing all kind of other shit. Yes, that's probably all you remember. But even the old men that was pushing Pete, they took care of home and responsibilities before they ever got to that shit. It's reversed. It's reversed now. You know what I'm saying? Now people do all the bullshit before handling the responsibilities. And now you see the fruits of that labor is low hanging fruit. The good Boston Ravens, yo. So this is the beginning of the conversation, but this whole conversation is about the situation in Atlanta and how people felt about it. And I've been saying this from the beginning. What if Gunna wind up being the biggest artist out of all of them? What if it come out when this case is over that Thug don't go to jail? All these things was the stipulations of what we was waiting to see. And now we done waited to see this Atlanta conglomerate that is so huge that the whole world of hip hop wanted to be like, it's crumbling and right before our eyes, and we watching people just turn and flip. But it's a silver lining. He said, Atlanta, no principles. But maybe you standing on the wrong principles. Have we ever thought about that? Maybe some of the rules and principles we got set as ass backwards. Just because something been done for a long time, it could be tradition, but you could traditionally be doing some shit wrong for a long time. And that's what I think we got here. I'm going to elaborate, but I'm holding this trump card because I don't want to drop it right now. It would just, nobody would get in the booth if I start dropping these cards. So I need the conversation to flow first, and then I'll let people make they moves. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drop these cards too quick. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the reality is, when a task force is put together, it's going to achieve its task. It's been like that since the beginning of the 1900s, when intelligence became the new medium to take things out or to do things. FBI, CIA, they had names before that. All the 3-letter agencies, they all meant as task force, they will achieve their task. They will do it. Whether it's prohibition, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's tobacco and firearms, whether it's automatic weapons, whether like no matter what it is, when they set up a task force, it's going to achieve its mission. So like that's where the conversation has to understand what we're looking at. It's a bigger picture than just the stuff that's on your plate ain't everything that's in the kitchen. Now, to agree with Mont, 95% of all cases do not go to trial. Most of the time people take deals. They sign admissions of guilt. When the feds show up, it is completely different. They're like the feds don't even indict you without something that's going to send you. They got lucky because it's a state case and it never, if it would have made it to a federal case, which should tell y'all the underlying meaning of my Trump card of what was the original goal of this task force set out to do. That's the question you got to ask yourself that. And if you ask yourself that question and you truly like, you know, let it marinate for a second, then you're like, oh, see, just like when I told y'all about Facebook gaming, when people was mad about people buying views till they seen the big $100 billion picture of it, then you realize like the thing that you're looking at ain't even the real play. The real play has been made, and whether they want to know it or not, they've lost, even though they didn't go to jail, but they still can salvage the situation. I don't think they pride and egos and this dumbass street code and dumbass culture will allow them to navigate that though. Month with 43 months. But Lil D, who's teaching them? Ed, what up? Like, think about it. Who's teaching them the rules? It ain't like this generation of World War II, civil rights. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that generation teaching. This the generation of people who are addicts and people that don't have a moral compass teaching the rules. So this is like, this product of this generation here is the product of the people that came before them teaching them the rules wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, so what rules? Like, man, ain't no snitching. You know, who taught them that? Who instilled discipline in them? Who showed them how it's supposed to go? I don't even think it's gangster shit. I just think it's ignorant, dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people might take offense to that shit, but bro, not going. I read it, Ed, but I just didn't. I'm talking about something else. So I ain't say it out loud. Just because I don't read y'all comments out loud don't mean I don't read it. I read every comment. I just don't respond to some stuff. Like if I'm on a topic, like I probably won't read it.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
They changed it, killer.
Let
I
me
didn't
teach
delete
you
your
how to
comment.
vibe.
If you delete it on Kick, if you say Kick is stronger than Facebook. If you comment something with like any kind of racial tones to it, they've been botted so much over there. So it's not. I don't have a mod. So you gotta remember, I can't delete your comment unless I like stop the computer and go do it. I don't have mods. So if you type something and it go away, Kick deleted your comment. He says because black people don't have the resources to defend themselves. That's why they take pleas, because they don't stand a chance against the DA. I disagree. We grew up with OJ. We grew up with the OJ case. Brown versus Board of Education is in the city I grew up in. Now, if you wasn't taught to save your money with your family so you could get a paid lawyer, and you spent all your money on pills, women, and diamond chains and gold grills before you put your money to the side to have a lawyer, just think about it. All the people who have paid lawyers are free. Is it my fault if you made $250,000 in the street and then saved $15,000 for a lawyer? No. We know black people got as one of the biggest economies in the world when it comes to spending. Maybe just not so necessarily smart with how we spend. But we're talking about the richest niggas in Atlanta. We're not talking about nobody broke. Everybody we're mentioning today is rich. They're not like us, got bills to pay. These dudes is getting $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 a show. Dirk is sitting in jail at a time when he was getting almost $500,000 a show. They got money for lawyer if they save their money. Tory Lane's situation is slightly different because he's out the country and he doesn't have access to certain resources. But I'm not finna sit here and say like a bunch of signed recording artists that's making it. If they wasn't making money, it wouldn't be a task force set to break them up. But that's later for the conversation. Oh, yeah. I mean, those 95% of the plea deals are, but here's the question. If you're a criminal and you don't have money set aside for a lawyer, you probably shouldn't be committing a crime. That go back to our other conversation that most people that's in the streets would be better off going to the military or joining a police academy or some kind of city or government agency that would help navigate that. That's a hard, that like I can take it back to a conversation we had over a year ago about this situation. Because if you in the streets committing petty crimes, like case in point, if you got a QP of weed,
Let me teach you
this
how
is
to
like
vibe.
pre-weed laws before everything started changing. If you get a QP of weed, depending on where you at and how you got it packaged up, that's 3 to 5 years. If you ain't making enough money to get a lawyer to beat that case, which is a simple case to beat, you shouldn't be in the streets. You should just go get a job and save your money up. Now, if somebody want to argue that, like that's, bro, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, because we'll watch immigrants come into the country and work the worst job ever, save their money up and be living okay after a summer or two. So I'm just saying, like, I can't follow along with that. People take plea deals because they commit crimes without thinking about, like, the best criminals, like white collar criminals, know exactly what the scheduling of the crime that they committing. They know exactly what the rules and the laws is they're breaking. Like really good criminals, you'll be like my uncle spent most of his life in jail. But if you out somewhere with him and he doing something, he know exactly the laws he breaking. So he's going to get the minimum of the minimum every time, even with a public defender, because he understands the laws that he is and ain't breaking. You see what I'm saying? Like, so back to this conversation, Young Thug being on an interrogation tape, talking to police saying we were selling weed. He shot the bus up. At that point, like, why is you even mad at anybody on your team for speaking? You're the leader. You're the head honcho. You got the most money. And you're supposed to be the most street and the smartest out of all of them. I was trying to help my partner out. You smarter than the task force, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're having an admission to crimes. If you at the top and you on there talking to police, how I'm talking to police and one of y'all under me and I'm telling y'all not to talk to police, but I'm talking to police. Like, accountability is the first thing, right? Like, it's supposed to fall from the top. Yeah, I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta elaborate to me. You know what I'm saying? If the king on the chessboard is talking to police, like, you can't get mad if the pawn is talking to police. You lead by example. You don't lead by words, right? So I'm just trying to follow this. I'm just trying to follow this because what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander. And in point, we can't go back and try to make this about the 99%. We making this about these rich niggas who got money, who spend a lot of bread, who all in a situation where they got paid lawyers. Like, look at the Dolph trial. The 2 shooters is in jail because they never got paid. The money man got killed. The go-between dude is free because the money man got killed. You know what I'm saying? Big Jook ain't there to implicate Govon. Big Jook could have threw it off on Govon if he was alive, but he gone. So now that the person that could implicate Govon and get himself free is gone. But the 2 shooters is going to jail forever because they never got paid. They was doing a hit. He got $800. He don't even got money to eat. Of course he don't got a lawyer to beat the case like Govon. Of course the other dude is now getting implicated with the other shooter because he don't got money to move around. Man, them boys was out of money after the first night in the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was supposed to get 40 apiece. You got 800. How you gonna go on the run with $800? Maybe you should $800. He should have just went and hit up McDonald's for a couple of weeks, bro. Back to my point. If you thought going to jail for the rest of your life for $800 was valid, I can't say that got nothing to do with no police, no system, no wife, no nothing. Not making an excuse for a pill popper that went and killed the man for $800 on his daughter's birthday. It's just not equating for me. Ravens Joe, it's common logic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, here's something that I could do, whether it's a crime or not a crime. Here's the risk. Here's the reward. This is what I get. If I get caught, this is what you know what I'm saying? Like, these are like simple decisions, right? And then you make up in your mind, like, whether it's worthwhile or not. So, I mean, I'm just waiting on y'all to elaborate on how to change my mind about how this situation looks. I ain't even went in my bag yet. We just, like, bro, I promise y'all, like, I ain't even stepped on the court yet. I'm just doing, you know, in basketball, when you warming up and you shooting layups and you just on the block, like standing in the box with your hand behind your back, just grooving your shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing none of the come off the cone and, bro, I don't even got to get there. Like, I don't even think I got to shoot more than free throw line extended. I ain't even got to step back on the 3-point line for this one. This is over with. I ain't even got to get into my bag for this one because this should be common logic. We talking about 100 rich niggas in Atlanta. We talking about all the rich gangbangers on the West Coast. We talking about all these situations of people who are all ratting and telling, saying, you ain't real, you a rat. You ain't real, you a rat. You ain't real. Maybe y'all was doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got blessed and got out the hood and was still living like you was above the law and like you couldn't get got. And then when they swooped in, like, whether you snitched on the first day or the 99th day or the 50th day, or you talked to the police too much and it didn't hurt you, or you talked to the police too much and it did hurt you, all these situations doesn't make sense. It's all stupid. And we got a whole culture of people that look up to this shit as if this is the thing to do. And it truly is not. Yeah, we watched Lil Scrappy, and what he had to say yesterday is just like, hey, man, I'm waiting, man. Change my mind. I want my mind changed on this. I just don't feel like none of y'all gonna have nothing compelling that's gonna make me change my mind. Background music, please, DJ. See, when that background music come on, shout out to my dog lifers, man. When that background music come on, that's when y'all know I'm gonna get in that bag, though. But that's a big part of it, though, Zay. Like, not a lot of people see in the streets. Like, people have this thing like, man, I grew up in it, I had to. Or you had a bunch of people like introducing you to a lifestyle that you shouldn't be introduced to. That ain't G. That ain't P. old school people that I grew up with would be in the streets or be a player and see a young person with talent or potential and say, I'll do something, so you need to get out the streets. You need to focus on school. You need to focus on basketball. You need to focus on baseball. I don't want to catch you out here in these streets. That was the old heads. Now, as y'all seeing in this case, people with an ego will use somebody as a crash dummy and get mad when they rat. Y'all paid the Dolph shooter $800. Why wouldn't he? He should rat. He should rat on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the stepper. Y'all didn't pay him. He should rat. Y'all should all go to jail. Or suffer the same thing that y'all just did. You see what I'm saying? Or y'all got shooters and got crash dummies in Atlanta and y'all ain't take care of them. Now you mad that they ratting. I can't be out with Mont, start a fight and get him in some shit, and then when he swing back, I get out the way and like, shit, man, Mont on his own. This is the type of shit. And then when Mont say, man, shit, Buddha started that shit. Cause I got some simple scenarios. I'm waiting for y'all niggas to get in this Discord. Cause I'm just gonna hand y'all some simple shit, like me and Lil D in the car. It's Lil D's car. Lil D is driving. Police jump behind us. Lil D look at me like, damn, what they jump behind us for? Secretly, I got some pills and some weed and a pistol on me. Lil D don't know. Police seen me in the car. They stopped the car. They searched the car. I done dropped the pills and the weed and the gun under the seat, hoping they ain't see it. Police smell weed and ask us to get out the car. Lil D jump out the car like, shit, I ain't got nothing in there. Police put the guns, the pill, and the weed on top of the car. Lil D get to looking at me like this. And I just don't look at him. Y'all niggas will get to talking about street codes in 95% and the white man and all this. In reality, if I'm a real nigga, in y'all terms, because I wouldn't call I'm a real nigga. No, I would just say as a man, officer, Lil D don't know that I had that gun and them pills and that weed. Man, I'm really a junkie, man. Like, I've been trying to hide it from my friends, man. I'm really strung out on these pills and this weed, man. That shit for me to get high tonight, man. I be getting high and they don't know it for real. You know, I kind of had it down in my drawers. I dropped it. I got scared. The drugs got me paranoid and shit. The gun, man, you know, when I do drugs and stuff, man, I just get annoyed. He ain't know I had the gun, and that's my stuff. You know, do what y'all gotta do, but that's mine, man. I'm a junkie. If I do that, they're gonna let Lil D go. They're gonna take me to jail. They're gonna hold the pistol. Now, I know I got paperwork on the gun. If I have a paid lawyer, that gun ain't gonna have nothing to do if I remove the distribution from it. Now, if it's some small petty weed and pills, they could do one or two things. They could put me in a drug treatment program and it'll come off my record, but it'll have nothing to do with Lil D. Now, if I don't make that play, y'all some street niggas, right? Y'all follow what or y'all just be capping. So I'm saying, if I don't do that and Lil D say, man, I don't know nothing about that gun and that drug, this got to be his shit. He's not ratting, bro. Like, I'm just not taking responsibility, because guess what? It's Lil D car. Possession is 9/10 of the law. They're gonna take him to jail and he's gonna go on, like he's on a distribution charge mixed with a gun. They're gonna do through the 3 to 5 years guaranteed. I'm asking y'all, is Lil D wrong for, if I don't take the fall for the stuff that I got? Am I not? Is he wrong if he say that ain't his shit? So Dallas, I'm speaking real. Now y'all like. Now y'all listening to this nigga Young Thug talk about, if we go to jail for life, whoop-de-doo. What are you saying, bro? Can y'all follow me now? What are you saying, bro? If we go to jail for life, whoop-de-doo. But in the same breath, you just said Gunna don't know 26 other people on the court document. He only know Yak Gotti and Thug. The only thing in the case that could potentially be put on Gunna is the dope they found in possession when y'all was both together.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
You know it don't belong to Gunna. You've already admitted to Big Bank. Even if they remove everything else in the RICO, you're still gonna have to plead guilty to the drugs that they got on you today that they caught you, because they threw the laptop and the phones and all that shit out, right? They called it contaminated evidence. you was still gonna have to eat that, right? So why not let Gunna walk? See how I walked y'all all around in a circle to walk you back to that? So if these other 26 people got bodies, guns, shootings, robberies, kidnapping, all this other crimes in the name of slack business, but at the same time, you're sitting here looking at, knowing that Gunna was not around for all this shit. He's already sat in jail for a year, waiting on y'all to do what y'all gotta do. So y'all mad at Gunna saying, hey, listen, bro, you said I don't know these niggas. Why am I sitting in jail for the rest of my life for niggas I don't even know that say they know me? Because in the court trial, the way they got it set up was Thug was 1 and Gunna was 2, but everybody, including all the lawyers and the police, know that Gunna's not really 2. Only thing they got on Gunna is, but he's just sitting. The nigga sat quiet for all that time. I'm saying, like, if y'all ain't busting a move, and according to Thug's own words, my brother was out for parole on the murder. I didn't want my mama to see him be in jail for the rest of his life. I didn't. He told Big Bank he never looked at his brother's plea. Do y'all believe that he never looked at his brother's plea? What's on his brother's plea? He's the one that's got a body too on top of the RICO. But you never looked at your brother's plea. I'm not buying it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know it's on your brother's plea. It's the same thing that's on all the pleas of everybody who took it except for the last 3-4 people. All of that shit say exactly what Gunna said, but they tricked it. They threw Gunna's tape out there, making it like Gunna was just like the tip of the spear. Cause y'all defense was it ain't a game. But you saying he don't know these 26 niggas. You see what I'm saying? Like, which one is it, bro? It can't be both. And if all these other niggas took pleas that don't know Gunna, and Gunna's plea was not used against Thug still only on probation for the stuff that they originally got caught with, so I'm confused.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Just like all these jail calls. They had these jail calls at the same time, and even before Gunna's video. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you took the jail calls and put the timestamp on them, that shit was before Gunna's video. They just had strategically released it because this is the trump card I'm about to lay for y'all. I need the crystal balls in the chat.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
I need the crystal balls in the chat. I need the crystal balls in the chat. Cause I'm about to give y'all the part of where they probably not even gonna get in here and try to finish this debate. The task force job was not to try to put them all in jail for life. The case wasn't that strong. This whole task force was to put together to break up Atlanta hip hop. And they were successful. They were not trying to put them all in jail. They could care less about a gang war, a few niggas dying. But if you take a couple hundred rich Atlanta hip hop artists that all got ties to the streets, if you was a politician, or you was a police chief, or you was the head of the FBI, the CIA, or task force in Atlanta, how do you break all this shit up? You release all the jail tapes, the jail calls of them talking bad about each other. You make it appear as all of them is rat. All of them cooperated against each other. You leave them in jail. You stress them out. You bleed their money dry. You break up the record labels. There ain't no more Atlanta hip hop, and that's all they wanted. They could have cared less about sending Thug to jail forever or sending Gunna to jail forever. This whole thing was to break up Atlanta hip hop, and it worked. Thug can't come. Thug is telling you, I'm the glue to the city. You can't come back to the city, and we're gonna alienate you from everybody. in the midst of that, you got the Drake Kendrick shit with J. Cole. Hip hop is all like broke up and divided. Same time, gonna blitz the West Coast. All the West Coast gangsters and all went to jail and is ratting on each other. You know what I'm saying? The only frontier left. But that's the reality of the shit. Is just to break up Atlanta and just break up hip hop. Like no crews is really connected. It's all broke up. So they crew like the whole point of this whole long drawn out criminal process is really just to break up. Like I don't think people can see it because they like emotions and egos is tied to it. But everything is broke up. Drake and Pluto and Thug, Gunna and Thug, Baby with Thug crossing there, QC. One of the Migos is dead. We got them split up. West Coast split up. Kendrick, break that. Okay, boom. Kendrick, West Coast is back. Now Big U and all them get indicted. Do Brick Baby. All them. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Dirt, Young Boy, Quando Rondo, Lil Pop, King Von. Like basically they just went and broke everything up in a strategic way legally, and all these people is start to stand on these street codes. In reality, when this time gets set on y'all and these boys really roll in, like, don't y'all realize like these task force and these government agencies like topple governments and presidents and prime ministers? You know what I'm saying? Like they topple whole countries. A few street niggas with some money is like pretty easy to break up. All y'all fucking each other's girls. You know what I'm saying? Like all y'all pillow talking. And then I'm sitting here listening to niggas following a nigga who's saying, man, I ain't never pillow talked. And they got like 3 years worth of this nigga pillow talking. But you understand it because the nigga's frustrated. It's a rich nigga in jail. Don't know if his girl fucking on him. You know what I'm saying? They bleeding his money dry. His whole team broke up. Niggas is turning their back on him, all this. And that's what you get. But bro, like, you're only human to an extent. Vincent Rivers, what up? All right, I'm gonna need you to turn your camera on today too. I can't just get the voice on you today. I'm gonna need you to turn your camera on. We're gonna need Vincent's camera for today. Turn that camera on, Vincent. My boy muted over there. Let me see. Nah, he ain't muted. See something. Said Pusha Ice the Big 30. Hey man, Discord open though, man. Anybody disagree? Agree?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Indifferent. The world still go around, Top Shotter. It ain't gonna stop for anyone. If you got your OBS camera on, you gotta turn your OBS. You gotta turn your camera off in OBS VR, and then come back. turn it off in OBS. Like deactivate, right click it, and then there we go. He pushing P.
It's the wrong camera, though.
He pushing P. Is that a raccoon back there?
I don't know what the fuck. I won that shit at the
What
fair.
is that? It's Batman and song.
Yeah, Batman and the raccoon. And the coon.
Man, you trying to be racist, bro?
I'm from Texas, you know how it is. What's good, though?
What up, though?
Chilling.
And Aaron Rodgers, it look like he like Aaron Ralph on, huh?
I think we need an apology, sir.
I don't need no apology because Justin Fields look good too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
Look
like,
all right.
I think we had to go the whole season and see, like, if Justin Fields play like that the whole season, and if Aaron Rodgers play like that whole season, it's like it was a win-win.
Yeah.
But then again, Justin Fields looked good the first half of the season last year. Then it's like, how much do Rodgers
I mean,
got?
I
in the
ain't gonna
tank?
say he looked good now. He looked okay.
We went
Like,
4-2 coming to a new city.
but we couldn't complete it. Like we didn't have no passing touchdowns. It was just nah.
But I think
Lost.
the Jets is more open to run an offense that's more conducive for him. Cause y'all had Najee, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all had a different cast of characters too. Like y'all got DK Metcalf now. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got Jonnu Smith, a former Tennessee Titan. So if he play good and you get a card, I get a card. You know what I'm saying? Like we cool with Jonnu Smith balling out this year. That means Tennessee Titans get a good card.
Yeah,
So-
they hold it this year though. This week.
But I do think that's that was my game of the week until the Bills Ravens game, and then they just kind of like one-upped it. So I think the best games of the week: Cowboys, Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Jets, Steelers. Probably my top three. I could be off on a game that I missed, but I mean the Falcon Buccaneers game was kind of crazy. Young Way Koo missing the field goal to go to overtime.
Yeah, that shit was wild. Yeah. It be like that sometimes.
For sure.
You know.
But man, I appreciate you hopping in the Discord, man. You one of the one people that ain't scared to hop in the cord.
I ain't scared of you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr.
Not
Undefeated.
scared of me. I'm saying like, as far as the conversation is like, cause it's not like a win loss or I know I do the undefeated shit. That's just part of the content, but you know I appreciate different perspectives. So it's like when we be having these conversations, it's not like I'm trying to win or you trying to win. It's like I appreciate a good challenge so I can see some other part of the debate or the conversation. Like seeing it from a different side. I think that's how we all get better.
Yeah,
But,
man. Mine had said something. Well, you were saying something earlier when I was at football practice. It was like the 95% thing, and I was like, a lot of us can't defend ourselves. We don't have the resources. That's why they rate so high, because we just take plea deals because we don't want to even try to go to trial and get found guilty of some shit that we didn't even fucking do in the first place. You feel me?
But I think that's part of us though. Like older black people took shit to trial and fought shit legally,
And they lost.
understanding what they needed to bring in order to actually fight it. I just think too many people are let, and you could agree or disagree at this point, but I think you could agree. A lot of people that get into the streets get led into the streets by people. It's blind leading the blind. It's not nobody smarter than you. It's probably somebody jealous of somebody. Little Nick got him as a little homie or something, not teaching them the full ropes, using them as a crash dummy, as a shield. When in reality, like, that's not being an OG. It's, hey man, if you gonna get into this where this could lead. You need to save your money for a lawyer. Who do you trust? If you get into some situation, a criminal is supposed to know the laws they breaking better than the people that's chasing after to stop them. So that's why I say, like, if you into a game, most of the people that get caught with, like, in drug and gun cases, is like petty, just dumb. You live in Texas, open carry state. If you got a gun and it's not registered, you're just stupid. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, but
it ain't like being in New York where like you can't have a pistol with a certain amount of bullets in it or something. Like in Texas right now, you can have your stick on you anywhere you want to go and can't nobody say nothing. And y'all are used to it because you know that in Texas, everybody got that.
it's open carry though. Like you can't conceal it though. You got to have it out.
But I'm saying, like, that's the whole point of, like, can't nobody stop you from being out with your family with your shit on your hip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got a little bit ass t-shirt, this shit ain't, because the whole point of having it on you is like you kind of want it there, but you don't want nobody to really know you got it. But
I have a concealed. I have a concealed license, me. So yeah.
Now,
you now
is that a resource that somebody can block you from getting?
No.
How much it costs for your gun license?
Not unless you're a felony. It's probably like $165, much like that. You just gotta do some paperwork, but that shit ain't even. You just pay somebody to do that shit. It ain't hard.
So now, if somebody teaching you about guns and they don't tell you, hey, bro, you can just go get this license for $100 and you can carry your shit anywhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Long as you got it where it's an invisible sight. Now, let me teach you the laws behind it. When you ride in the car with somebody, if the gun in the car is yours, if it's your car, like just simple, like 10 simple rules. Just like you would teach your son to ride a bike or change a tire. Some simple shit, right?
Right.
Now, most people that ain't black, like Caucasian people that I know, grew up with somebody taught them about gun safety and gun law. They go hunting, they understand the gun, what the laws is with it when they're young. That's not a resource that's being hidden or being held back. We talking about $100 and somebody like taking 10 minutes to show you some shit. So in my experience in Texas, like a lot of those people, you know, Caucasian, they have a lot of land. They long as they on their land, they can have whatever gun they want. I mean, they hunting, they got shotguns, rifles, all kind of shit. Like, you rarely see them people that like ride around in their car with their shit. If they do, it's most likely a police officer or some shit like that. Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, Pinky is the perfect person to be in the check. Now, he's saying if you're a felon or you have violent crimes, you can't carry. Now,
yeah, for sure.
If you, up until the age of like 16 to 18, most of your crimes that you could commit, if you deal in the juvenile system or you got, as long as you ain't pretty much got a public defender in that situation, you should be able to get that shit off at a young age. By the time you're 21, you're more than likely than got that shit straight. So I'm saying that's not nothing that's like blackballed or hidden. It's just a matter of like, as a culture, it's people teaching people about shit, or how to, like, I've known people that when I was young, somebody older may have sold them a hot pistol for a couple $100 because they just hiding it. They just wanted the pistol. But if somebody in their family say, don't give him your money, let me take this $200 and we gonna go to the gun store and get you a gun and get you paperwork on it. But a lot of the shit that I'm saying from this street shit is the blind leading the blind. Like, these cats that I'm seeing here on, like, these ain't,
Let me teach you
these
how to
ain't
vibe.
nobody that your kids or you should be following behind that's gonna teach you. Like, what are they teaching you other than some bullshit? And by the looks of it, they teaching people to be crash outs. You see what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, they not teaching them nothing. Because when I see Thug like talk about some of the stuff he did, it might have been genuine with unintentional, but like buying a nigga something to keep him on your team because you gonna use him as an artist or you gonna use him for street muscle ain't helping him long term. Because the moment that you can't get him extra bread to do X, Y, Z, he hasn't learned no skill or no trade or no nothing. Most of them gonna wind up going like, there's 28 niggas on the docket. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of these niggas is doing ignorant shit, just like the OTF niggas. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Dirk and Vaughn, like, who is beneficial to the camp? You see what I'm saying? Like, most of these dudes is just around for muscle. And in the situations we seeing them get hit up, the person might fire back or return fire, but it ain't like having no armed security on you.
Yeah.
It ain't like having a detail. You spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on your homeboys to be your muscle. You probably should have just got you a couple of you know what I'm saying, ex-military guys to rock with you everywhere you go, and they probably gonna stop more shit than, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the situation of like Dolph's situation, that's his brother shot back. A paid security detail, them niggas wouldn't even got out their car. It'd been one in the store and one on the car. Like, on the door, like, niggas would have never, man, it's a nigga out there with that black shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, And armed security with a pistol probably do more than a nigga with an automatic. Yeah, the doc
Let
could
me
be
teach
backed
you how
up
to
too.
vibe.
But I'm saying most people that
what's up with
commit
that
crime,
too, though? Like,
Huh?
sorry, go ahead. What's
I'm
up with
saying
that
most
too? Like,
people-
what happened to the right to a speedy trial and all that shit? What happened to all that shit, bro?
the court system backed up.
Be going.
The court system backed up.
That's
I'm
fucked
saying,
up. Ain't it?
like-
Who fault is that?
It's like that for a reason. Like,
that reason, boo.
Like, think about this. The Constitution and shit was written in the 1700s. We still live on them laws today, amended. So it's like, can we take anything else that you got in your life from the 1700s? Outside like the Bible and shit. Can you take anything else from the 1700s and make it like viable today?
What up?
You saying the Bible viable today too?
Yeah, I'm saying like outside of like the Bible, which the stories in it are retelling themselves over and over. Like what is relevant that was made in the 1700s that you like? You're not using the same vehicles. You're not using the same gun. You're not using any material that you have from the 1700s today.
Time out.
Time out for what?
You told me I had to turn my camera on with my blurry shit.
Yeah,
Tell me we gotta
yeah.
turn this camera on, bro.
Yeah, Pinky, turn your camera on, man.
Turn that shit on, cuz.
We want to make sure you ain't recording. I need you to have you
Feds watching.
Yeah, nah, I can't say feds watching with Pinky because that boy done got the fresh cut.
Like that.
You got the hen dog over there.
I cut my own hair.
You cut your own hair. I do too.
Yeah. It's full. May the cup is running over.
So let me turn Pinky up. I be having y'all on different volumes, cause some of y'all talk louder than. Yeah, we in here.
Nah, but talk about the YSL case. Come on, dog. Let's come on, bro.
we on the YSL case is, to me, for me, like being able to look at shit for the bigger picture. And Pinky, like I see what you think about this. Like this is like kind of your specialty. I feel like the task of what the political figures and the legal figures in Atlanta's goal was to break up all these young rich street niggas in Atlanta. It don't matter if Lucci go to jail, if Thug go to jail, if they get out, they don't get out. They done ran and broke up where Atlanta is not gonna be the mecca of young millionaire street niggas running their city. So Thug can't come back. Like until he's got old and great, Thug can't come back. Gunna has been disassociated. Lucci, the OG gone. He's not gonna want to be sitting around in Atlanta. Pluto, we'll start leaking these jail calls. Thug even said they done had these jail calls for years. Now, how else can I break y'all up? Let me tell VR what Pinky done said about him. Let me tell Buddha what Pinky said about him. Let me tell VR what Buddha said about him. I'm gonna put all these jail calls off. On top of that, I'm gonna dry the money up. I'm gonna make it hard for y'all to have these studios and do these shows because we just think y'all got too much money and got too many ties to the streets. That this is our way. Ultimately, if we can't get y'all in a court of law, which the trial was weak anyways. Everybody knew this case was weak. Even with the situation with Gunna, like outside of like drug possession, they didn't have nothing else on this case with Gunna attached to it. You see what I'm saying? So this RICO was just a way of like, in my mind, they got all these niggas out of Atlanta. And it worked.
They were just looking for one person to crack and they got Gunna crack.
But it was not Gunna though. You have to understand that this case started with Nut getting killed and Woody and YFN and Lucci. That like this case started with bodies. That's the reason why, like you think about all the Atlanta hip hop artists and all the artists that died in Atlanta. You remember when T.I. said, man, y'all need to stop coming to Atlanta and dying. And then all the OTF Chicago niggas got mad, but he knew, cause you're an OG, you Jeezy, you T.I., you some of the old heads, them political figures will come slide in on, hey man, you need to talk to these young niggas like it's too many bodies dropping. That's why this whole situation got started, because Atlanta was too many people coming to Atlanta and dying. Like Vaughn, like just think about all them bodies. All them bodies was dropping in Atlanta. Like every other month, it's some Atlanta. Marlo, all them was Like in the last 5 to 10 years, how many Atlanta hip hop artists have been shot up, Glock switches and shit? You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna even say
Memphis the same way. LA the same way. Like how many rappers died? Like these metropolitan cities that got heavy black population of rich niggas moving in and out the city, their job is saying we gotta stop this. They didn't start with Gunna. Gunna is the person of the 28 people with the least amount of crimes. It's not that he cracked. If thugs say it's 28 people on the RICO and Gunna don't know but 2 people on the docket, he's not involved in these bodies. Thug's brother beat a murder case, and that's why he took his plea. But then Thug tells you, man, I don't know what's on my brother plea. How you don't know what's on your brother plea deal? And you know your brother got a body sitting behind this whole situation that they're hanging over him anyway. So if
I
Gunna
thought
don't
his brother
know,
beat that case because I thought he went to jail for 10 years and he got out because he got a retrial, but they know he didn't do it, so that's why they said Young Thug said they don't keep.
he still know who he's connected to a body though.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Getting
just
a
saying.
retrial don't excuse Pinky from no Buddha. I know you and VR know who killed such and such and what a gun is.
But if I say I don't know, you still gotta prove that though.
The people that did the shooting did it in his brother's car, and his brother is his brother's gun. You see what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
if you and Pinky did a murder, and the police know that it was my car and my gun, and I get a retrial and I'm out
Let me teach
on a
you how to
retrial,
vibe.
that don't mean the police ain't like, I know you still know who did the shooting.
No,
So
I'm not
now
saying
here
that.
it is, a person that got out on a retrial involved in some more bodies dropping in Atlanta. So you're a problem, and the people that's with you is a problem, because the crimes you committing, just like the Lil Durk shit, is in company cars attached to YSL. So if you Pinky ain't got to be involved in the crimes that me and you commit if he giving us the money.
Yeah.
And they come to Pinky like, hey, bro, you might not be the shooter, but they always saying in an ESPN-verse car with an ESPN-verse gun, I need to know what's up. So we gonna start bringing some heat on you, because all this is starting to come back to, if you ain't giving them the money, they ain't committing the crimes. So that's why, like, to me, Gunna is not Gunna is not the person that cracked. You know that Lil Woody is the murders he involved in. Everybody know he's a stepper. You know that Thug's brother is a stepper. You know all these people is steppers, and his body's going back 10, 15 years attached to these guys. And everybody know that Gunna ain't go in and say, hey man, this person got the gun and do the woo woo. Gunna is the person been sitting in jail for almost 2 years, who everybody know he don't even know 26 people on the court document according to Thug. So y'all letting him sit in jail for a crime he ain't committing.
Who let them?
Huh?
Who let them sit in there?
Them other 7 niggas that took a plea the same week he took his.
He took it first.
No, you listen to Thug say our lawyers was huddling up and this was our defense. Now, Pinky, correct me if I'm wrong. When your lawyer is working one-on-one with you, your lawyer is only responsible for the outcome of his client. He's not responsible for these 26 other niggas that Thug say Gunna don't even know. So if I'm your lawyer, VR, and I say, it's 28 people on this document and you know 2. These 26 other people got bodies, guns, drive-bys, they got robberies, kidnaps, rapes, all this on this RICO.
Yeah.
We know you ain't got it's my responsibility to tell you that this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person, according to Thug, all but 4 people took pleas, including his brother, who he claimed to not know what his brother took a plea on, even though he had a body.
He said he knew what he took a plea on. He said it. I watched the interview.
He said I ain't even look at my, because Big Bank said, do you know what's on your brother's plea? He said, nah man, I ain't even never looked at it.
Man,
that was his word.
I don't know. We gotta watch that back. I don't know.
When you watch it back, because I was like, how you don't know what's on your brother's plea bargain agreement? So if your lawyer come back and say, these 24 people gonna take a plea, are you gonna go sit in jail for 10 years for them knowing you don't know these guys and they committed the crime? Your lawyer's gonna say, All those other 24 pleas, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yes,
bro.
ma'am.
I'm not
They
gonna
just
do that,
put
bro.
Gunna's video out.
What is that?
All other 24 of them say, yes, ma'am. They doing the same thing. It's the same
After
plea.
Gunna did it though, but Gunna did it first.
No, he didn't.
But
Bro,
Gunna did it
I'm
first.
saying they just put his video out first. Just like Thug and all them jail calls and Thug's interrogation video of Radden.
Yeah.
They've been had that. They just being strategic of how they put it out.
But
Their
I'm just
goal
saying,
is
like,
to
if
break them
Gunna
up.
don't come out and say he did it, if Gunna don't come out with his own and say that I wasn't the first one to do it, then how are we gonna take it? We can't just make it seem like he just said that. He didn't say that. He ain't come out to clear his name. He don't care. The only person that spoke on it is Thug.
Do he not care, or is he being strategic? That's why Thug said Gunna being strategic, because he know, like, bro, when all
He don't need to be. We saw him in court, bro. We saw him in court.
So what's it? Lil Woody's interrogation rap video came out way before we ever seen anything with Gunna, right?
Yeah.
Lil Thug in the interview said Lil Woody had immunity before this trial started, right?
Yeah.
So if you sitting in jail with 28 people and 26 of them you don't know, and your lawyer say, hey, do you know that Lil Woody got immunity? What are you gonna say? Pinky, what you gonna say when you find out the main shooter?
If he got immunity, that mean he'd been talked to the deal. He didn't cut a deal already, so he didn't told he gonna work with him to get himself out. So he done already said everything he need to say to cut a deal. So that's the only way you get immunity, because when immunity comes about, you finna tell on everybody or say whatever it is you need to do to help the other side at the end of the day.
So
now, when it came to the lawyer stuff, when it came to the lawyer stuff,
go ahead, Pink.
Any lawyer will advise when you got a plethora of people on one case, hey, separate yourself from them because of their background. You don't want to be involved. Like he said, he want to be responsible for you. If you separate yourself from everybody else, what comes out about them won't hit your name, because they'll see that you're an individual by yourself. You defending yourself. Yeah, it looks bad with the other guys, and they were like, damn, you gonna get your own? Yeah, motherfucker, because you got some other shit going on. Like I always tell folks, let's say us three in a circle, right? Okay, within our circle, Buddha got his own circle outside of us three, our three circles, and VR, you got your own. So I don't know what the fuck you doing over there in your other circle. So yeah, I'm gonna separate myself from the shit. I tell people that all the time. Yeah, you got friends, but they got some other shit going on in the other circle. They may have another friend over there, or best friend. So yeah, I'm separating myself from y'all ass.
So let me ask you this
You don't
question.
jail for nobody. Nobody.
So VR. So let me. This kind of the question that I'm getting to. If you Gunna and you sitting there and you didn't wrote it out for a year, and your lawyer come in and say, I got some bad news. Lil Woody got immunity. All 28 people on that document know what Lil Woody do. He's the stepper. And he come back and say Lil Woody been working with the feds for the last how long was it, like 7 to 10 years? From like 2012, I think, from like 2000, somewhere between 2012 2015, he been working. So if your number one shooter in your organization been working for like almost a decade, and your lawyer come back and say, I don't think there's a chance that you can get out of this court situation with YSL not being a gang if the number one shooter flips. Just like the Mafia, Sammy the Bull. If you have a shooter flip, just like in the Dolph case, the number one, the dude with the Draco flip, it ain't the dude who driving the car, it's the shooter. So then Thug gets on Big Bank and says, yeah, man, I was wrong for naming Lil Woody as the shooter in some of them diss songs, which kind of started this. He's like, that was my fault, that was messed up. That's when Lil Woody fell out with Thug, when he told him, hey man, you need to stop saying my name in these records about saying I'm the one who shot Nut. Right? So he's dry snitching already on the record saying who did the shooting. Right? I'm
taking your word for it. I don't know much about that.
Because I watched the whole 3 hours like I watched it like.
I watched it too, but I didn't hear him talk about. I didn't hear him say nothing about Woody like that.
He said that he know he messed up when he told when he's talking about who Woody shot in them raps. That's when he said it ain't about the lyrics. Brian Steele was like, it ain't about the lyrics. The lyrics is just da-da-da-da-da. Because he know he talking about certain people. So they kind of had a little falling out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after that, That's when you got the interrogation with Thug talking about the Lil Wayne tour bus. We know how long ago that was. He's like, man, yeah, I was selling them weed and Roscoe shot the bus up. He's saying who did the shootings to the police. He's saying it in the songs. And your lawyer come back and say, this is what all they gonna use in the trial, and the shooter got immunity. At this point, if somebody higher up in the organization has already got immunity, and this person is saying, man, Thug done already told and been working, how can Thug be mad at Gunna for saying, yes, YSL is a gang? Nigga, you didn't tell me that he had immunity. You didn't tell me that you done already been talking to the police and already been working and already. Now you saying, oh, it was a mistake that I was talking to the police, an honest mistake, but I told my brother to take the plea, even though I ain't look at the plea because I ain't want my mama to cry. All day mama's crying. The people who y'all killed mamas is crying at the trial. So what make your mama crying give you the excuse to rat or talk or work with the police? So if Woody and Thug is working, and now they saying that Yak Gotti was working, all the people on the case before you, Gunna, is working, and you know you the one person on the case that ain't did nothing. Only thing they had on Gunna was him and Thug got caught in the house with the dope. And Thug said at the end of the interview, I was still gonna have to do the time on the dope they caught us with.
Yeah, I remember.
So that's why I started it off with saying if me and Lil D was in the car and the police pull us over and I ain't take admission of that's my gun and my dope, like Thug, this your house. This your dope. You knew you gonna have to eat this. Go on, eat that dope. Let your lawyer beat up the dope case and say you a junkie and let Gunna walk. But that ain't what they was intending to do. And this same person can't expect 27 other people to follow him when he been talking to police and he say, if we just go to jail for life, whoop-de-doo. Bro, I'm not following nan nigga who think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Pinky, whoop-de-doo, man. We going to jail for life.
Yeah, what did we shit? Man, you crazy hell. Like all that.
Well, I'm saying, go ahead.
All that shit be sounding good, man. But I'm sorry, bro. If I know I ain't do this shit, I'm sorry. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Because like you can have, and I've seen it. You can have. Let's say you got John Doe and John B in the same car together. Hell, the one who got the most shit on his record. Let's say he get pulled over by the police, got dope in there. He'll tell John B to take this shit, bro. You ain't really got no history or nothing like that. Hey, man, take this shit for me because you going to get off easy. That motherfucker ain't going to jail. You got a lot of stupid motherfuckers like that in life. And that snitching shit is some bitch ass shit. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm like on the movie Life, nigga, that spanky boobs. Shit, fuck, I'm telling. I ain't going to jail. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. It's a lot of people in real life let people finesse them like that. Hey man, you ain't gonna know what you call. You don't know what'll happen with a judge, bro. You got a minimum and a maximum on certain shit. That history shit don't mean that. I done seen first time offenders, let's say for marijuana, and be like, shit, let's say the maximum is 10. Oh yeah, man, you can go and take that marijuana charge, bro. It's your first time. They ain't gonna do nothing, goddamn give you like a month or something. Okay,
Bro,
bitch. Judge don't get no cootie cat that morning. Shit, 10 years, bitch. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, please. And them same old that put you in jail, they ain't coming to visit you. They ain't coming to put that on your book.
But that's different though. Like you made a conscious decision, bro, to go. Like you using the life situation. The movie. He made a decision to go down there and get that shit. Like nobody told him he had to do that shit.
No,
it's a choice he made.
I use that as for the snitching part, not that. What I'm talking about, like me saying that spanky booze stuff. I'm saying, but the whole point was about the marijuana taking charge. If A tell B to take this charge because you ain't got no history, you ain't got no criminal record.
You know what I'm saying? Get to that point yet though in the case though. Like give it time, bro.
They did though, but you gotta think Woody is the first person to take.
Nah. We just talking about Gunna.
No, but I'm saying
nobody else.
Woody
Gunna
is,
was
you
in court.
saying Gunna is the tip of the spear, but he's not. Woody is. Like thinking
Gunna
about
was
saying
who
that
said
Gunna
YSL was a gang? Who said that?
Bro, VR, I want you to hear me and hear me clear. Somebody
Damn,
that had
VR,
immunity for 10 years working in your organization thinking that Gunna is the rat is crazy.
I'm not saying that,
just
bro.
say it for me so I know you
I'm not saying it wasn't more than one rat. I'm not saying it.
Somebody in y'all organization, the number one stepper, has immunity and been working with the police for 10 years.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, bro, you made a decision to live this life. You made a decision to rap about this type of shit. You made a decision to do all this type of shit. And when it's your turn to be a stand-up guy, you fucking fold like a bitch.
But
that's what you
I
do.
don't feel like, bro, that's you saying he folded, but he stayed in jail for a year knowing he had committed no crime with them waiting.
Like stand-up guy, though.
But that's fine. That's fine. Like I'm not in the streets, so I ain't doing shit for nobody.
But I'm asking you the question of
that's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying if you claim to be a street person, you claiming this is the principles you're supposed to be living by, and you rapping about this shit. The first time your ass go get locked, it's the first time I know Gunna been locked up. It's the first time you go down for some shit. You crack under pressure.
I don't feel like, bro. Like
you know, majority of folks who go to jail do that. You know, majority of folks go to jail, right?
They all the same.
When did he take the plea? When did he take the plea? The week that the trial was starting, right?
Yeah.
And at the time they got to his trial, if his lawyer walked in the room and said, "All right, just do this for purposes," because this is a paid lawyer, right? This is a high paid lawyer. He walked into the room with you and said, "They're bringing to the court a video of Thug ratting. Woody got immunity. Yak Gotti didn't rat it. And you can do A or you can do B. If the three people around you that you know in this case, one of them got immunity, one of them has already worked with the police, and one is suspected to rat, and they have to discover this to your lawyer. You saying taking a plea, admission to guilt to the things that you've been involved in, he just admitted to his own guilt and it was not used against nobody else."
Yeah, it was used against him.
No, if there would have been a convicted RICO, Thug would have did 10 years on top of the time he got. That's what the RICO does. He didn't get 10 years on top of the time he got out with probation. Because what did Thug say? Thug said, "I got my 15-year probation for the dope and the pills and stuff that was in the house." He said, "I was gonna do that anyways. There's no way I was gonna be able to walk because I was still gonna have to do the time having a criminal record when I got caught with that much shit in my house."
Maybe I missed it. What I'm trying to figure out what VR argument is like. What is the problem? Like what is he having an issue with on the case? The
fact that Gunna said that YSL was a gang, and that he knew they said what, like people that committed crimes like in the YSL.
All they please say that. All 24.
But he was the first one to take one.
No, bro.
So mind you, like if you know somebody gonna do that, then everybody's gonna take a plea deal, right?
Bro, you gotta understand. You talking about
once nigga take a plea deal's over.
You talking about admission to guilt and a plea deal to the 10 years prior. Thug is already on interrogation video working with police. In the 10 years prior, bro, Woody,
that's fine,
Woody,
bro.
who the body is,
it depends,
bro. Who
that's
the body is connected to already has immunity. The person
we talking about two different things apparently.
It's the same thing. It's the same RICO case. All of this is tied together. These are not separate cases. It's a RICO.
Bro, you don't look again. I'm not in the streets, but you don't get no fucking pass if you supposed to be in the streets and you fold. Like he on camera is YSL a gang? Yes, ma'am, or whatever the fuck he said.
Like, have you ever been to court and took a plea deal?
No.
All right, so I can say,
look, I need to take a plea deal.
Without saying it, I can say I know how it works. Pinky know how it works.
Bro, I know how it works too. Like I ain't know. Like
I'm not saying
I know about
that. I'm saying like
it was all about what depends on what he was playing on too, and what kind of deal they made it on. So just because I'm about to take a plea, they don't mean it had to be affiliated with the whole. He could have even taken a plea on some other shit.
Young Thug said. I'm going specifically off what Young Thug said.
That was the problem. See, you believe in what one nigga saying, not what the other nigga say. That's your problem.
I'm not. The problem is Gunna never came out and said anything. That's my problem. If you're not gonna say nothing, then I only got Young Thug word. I don't have yours because you ain't saying nothing.
Word?
It's obvious though.
Listen, bro. They got a story out there. Buddha said something about me, right? Whatever the case may be. If only one person get to tell that side of the story, then what you gonna go off of? Just that side of the story, right?
That shit don't mean that just because he the first one to tell a story, that don't mean it's correct.
I'm not saying that. But how you gonna prove it? How you gonna if
Alright,
Gunner
it's
don't
easy-
come out
it's
and say
easy to
I didn't do
prove.
that?
It's easy to prove. Like I've watched all the interviews with all their lawyers. And if you go back,
Okay.
if you go watch It's Up There podcast, Thug's lawyer team is on there talking, and the lawyer is saying Gunner's case didn't affect Thug. Thug is taking the plea on something that he couldn't have got out of, and Thug said that himself. Thug really is mad at Gunner because Gunner kept moving on with his life after the trial. And he's saying,
Like, you
I
talking
don't know
about-
how to move
No.
on
You
from
talking about after all the stuff that happened in the trial happened, and then the judge got dismissed, and then the other judge came and she couldn't. You talking about after all that? But
Bro,
in the beginning,
how
when
long do
Gunner-
you think
when-
this RICO case is?
in the
This
beginning, when
is a
Gunner-
15-year worth of RICO, bro. Like,
bro. I'm specifically talking about Gunner saying
but
why
how
I
can
said it
you
was a game.
separate it all on the same case? A RICO means they're all together.
And once Gunner said there was a gang, and then everybody else said there was a
you gotta
gang, then that's
bro,
what.
do you understand that they go draw up 24 plea agreements and they bring them in one at a time to a lawyer, and they take it and they put this paperwork in, and they recorded all of them doing this, and they got an interrogation video of Woody, they got an interrogation video with Thug, they got an interrogation video of Gotti, they
Bro,
got 10
okay.
years worth
All right,
of paperwork.
so you saying Young Thug went on the interview and he lied about everything?
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Do you
Okay.
think he don't know what's on his brother's plea agreement? I'm just asking you.
I mean, do
I
you
don't
think he tell the whole truth and let him with the truth?
But I'm gonna ask
at the interview?
don't know.
I'm gonna ask 3 simple questions. I
Know
want
that
you to use
motherfucker
your
at
common
home.
logic. VR. I think a lot of you. I think a lot of you. I'm gonna ask y'all both these questions. Y'all can answer yes or no, and then we'll go for it. All right. I'm gonna ask VR first, and I'm gonna ask Pinky. Do you think that Young Thug knows what's on his brother's plea agreement?
Yeah.
He said no. Okay, Pinky. Do you think
I
he
said
knows
yeah.
what's on his brother's?
Motherfucker, I
plea
said
agreement?
yes, motherfucker. I said yeah.
Pinky, do you think Thug knows what's on his brother's plea agreement?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said that's the first lie. He said he didn't know on the interview.
You know.
He know what's on his
Because I'm
brother's.
gonna tell you, like, when it came to the whole case, yeah, I guarantee you, his lawyer told what everybody else was being offered and what they're getting. So that's gonna happen. Hey, this is what they're being offered, bro. Because
Let me teach
his
you how
lawyer
to
probably
buy.
talked to the other lawyer, like, hey, this is what y'all get. Okay, well, let me go talk to my client and see what he think about it, and be like, hey, this is what your guys are doing. What do you think about it, or what do you want to do? But here's how a plea agreement can get so misconstrued when it comes to everybody. Let's say all 3 of us, right? Let's say we all get arrested. All right, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, VR just committed a robbery. Buddha shot somebody. All right, I was in the car. All right, cool. We get pulled over and we all get taken down. The fact that I was in the car and I had even though conspiracy is anything, let's just knock that out though. Easy thing to prove. Let's just knock that. I'm in the car. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. I get out to the police station. I say, well, man, look, this is what happened. Hey, we did find a gun or something blah, blah, in the car. I can plead to that gun. But me pleading to that gun is no admission of y'all being guilty of committing a robbery or shooting somebody. So that's the difference. Just because a man take a plea, that don't kill the other cases. He could be taking a plea for some other shit that had nothing to do with all the stuff that was going in. Hey man, we found this gun at your mama's house, and your mama said this shit was yours. He could be taking a plea that probably had nothing to do with the YSL case. You know what I'm saying? So just for example, that separates everything. Just because somebody take a plea, that don't mean it has anything to do with what that case has got going on. Just for an example. So don't look at the pleas like that's fucking everybody else up. It don't. Plenty of people take pleas and other folks have gotten off. If you have 7 motherfuckers involved in the crime and one person taking a plea, it might be something totally separate. But that don't fuck up your whole case. Other folks might be end up getting off.
Man,
And it's all about when you have a trial.
Did you watch
by
the
jury,
interview, Pinky?
what
Did
they
you
look-
watch the interview? Did you watch Young Thug interview?
No, I didn't watch the interview, but I
All right.
feel like all of them are lying at some point. I tell no
Man,
100%.
everybody lie. Everybody lie. I'm just saying you gotta watch the
But your
interview,
lie
bro.
can't be different than my lie in the weight of a lie.
Hey,
A lie is a lie,
Bro,
right?
all I'm saying is Young Thug said that everything was straight. Because conspiracy, you got to prove that it's a criminal organization, right? And they kept asking them if nobody would say YSL was a gang. Gunner was the first one, according to Young Thug, to say YSL was a gang.
We got to get to these questions. Because I'm gonna the question I'm about to ask you is gonna ask you that. Do you think when they're trying to find is YSL a gang, a criminal organization that knowingly committed crimes, right? That's the three things you're talking about, right? Like that's all right. So I knew what you was trying to say. I was just waiting to use them. Now, if you have the shooter who's admitted to a body connected to YSL with YSL money, YSL rental cars, YSL property and guns, Gunna saying, and this is what Pinky was saying without having seen the interview, what he's saying in the plea agreement is, is YSL a gang? Yes, ma'am. Now his lawyer may have already set out that Woody taking immunity in the things he's giving them, along with the interrogation tape of Thug talking to police, has already established that YSL is a gang. Now this how your lawyer breaking it down. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. So then he comes back and says, okay, do you knowingly know that people on one of the 28 people on here committed a crime? Now you know that Woody has got immunity, and they had to show you everything that he's admitted to. You know Woody, right? And you know he committed a crime. He's part of YSL. You know that you and Thug was in the car with the weed and the pills. This is what these crimes are. So you knowingly know that y'all are in possession of that weed and them pills, right? That's two. That's two. Now you get to the third and said YSL as a street gang and a criminal organization must end. Now you have the shooter saying, man, this shit got to stop, man. We didn't he got immunity. Man, we didn't did this, we didn't did this. I'm trying to get my conscience right. I'm sorry we did all that. This got to stop. The record label need to continue moving on, but as far as the street shit got to stop. That's Woody, right? This is Thug on camera saying, yeah, man, we was selling weed to Wayne and we didn't shoot the tour bus up. Roscoe shot it up. Like, he's telling who shot the bus up. He's telling who was selling and buying the weed. The number one shooter in the whole organization is on immunity and admitted to bodies. Gunna saying, yes, I admit that these are my crimes. I know the crimes were committed. I know that the YSL, the street part of the organization, must stop. And yes, ma'am, I'm admitting to the guilt to the things that I did. I'm not, and the Alfred plea that he took, his lawyer said that it would not be used against Thug. Thug is saying that it was. Well, Thug, if you knew you was gonna beat the case, how is that? How did your plea get if they knew that they had you dead to writing you the kingpin? That doesn't make sense. The two doesn't mix, because what Thug said is, even if everything came off clear and Gunna never took that plea, I was still gonna do the 5 years for the possession. He's like, there's no way I was gonna be able to get off. My lawyer told me that. So the time that Thug got time served on is for the dope.
But he wasn't gonna do life.
They both did their time and served their time on the drugs. They ain't shoot nobody.
But but Gunna didn't know. But Gunna didn't know Young Thug was gonna get off.
He did, bro.
How he know?
He just told you in the interview.
He ain't even talking to that man.
VR, let me explain to you. Thug had just told you all our lawyers was huddled up, and my lawyer came in and said, I think this person, this person, this person, this person. And then he said, Thug said it out his own mouth. When he said Sergio Kitchens, it made me mad. So he's named 24 people gonna take a plea. If you go check the record with academics, he said Gunna was the third person to take the plea. You don't think Gunna's lawyer came and said, hey, Woody got immunity and these 7 people already signed a plea deal. They waiting to see the judge.
Young Thug said the other 2 took plea deals for something else. They didn't take plea deals for everything else.
And what do you think
they I don't know.
I'm saying, what do you think they pleas read out? The lawyer said on this Up There podcast, all 24 plea agreements read the same way. YSL as a gang must end. I knowingly know that that people inside of this Frico has committed a crime, and I'm admitting to the crimes that I had. All 24 out of 28 people signed the same exact plea. None of it was used against Thug because he's out of jail now. He just can't go back to Atlanta. He on probation for the dope. And Woody got immunity. Woody's taking the bodies. So how you mad at Woody? Woody took the bodies. I'm not saying you, I'm saying Thug. Thug is mad at Woody, but Woody took the bodies.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just talking.
I'm
about
saying
blood.
like that's within the 3 hours.
Bad. All of them bad. That's all I see. They all bad. So I mean, why do we worry about who told what and who signified?
It's not that we worried about it.
I don't
It's not
think
like
I'm saying looking at the court document, what the lawyer said, what Thug said, and what Woody has said. The tip of the spear is Woody, and the killing of Nut. That started the whole like the whole court case start with that. A gang lord in Atlanta, a OG got killed, and that started YFN, Lucci, and Thug. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what started, and bodies started dropping. You ain't hear Woody say, "Man, they was shooting. They shot at me when I had my baby in my arms." He had his kid in his arm when they were shooting at him. That's when Atlanta was super hot and bodies was just dropping. You see what I'm saying?
Look, yeah,
Marlo got like all these bodies and like 10, 20 bodies dropped behind all this.
I'm just talking about
Gunna ain't the tip of the spear. He's just not.
I'm just talking about Gunna. That's all.
Even if we just talking about Gunna is not the tip of the spear. So you don't think
it don't matter? That's supposed to be his partner, bro.
VR, you just trolling right now. You just trolling right now. I'm saying like the person who killed the first person that started this off is already ready and working. He trolling now. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Look, hey VR, and let me mention something, VR. Real quick question: if you and your partner was in some shit, you going down with him?
It depends on what if I didn't know nothing about it now, hell no, I ain't going down. But I'm not here. I'm not on stream portraying to be somebody I ain't either.
I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Okay, let's say if you knew about what he had going on, his ass got popped. You didn't, but they came to you, and he got popped. You didn't get caught. You gonna be in it with him, or you gonna make sure your ass?
I don't know nothing unless I talk about. I'm gonna charge you with it. Other than that, I don't know nothing, bro. I don't know nothing, bro. Unless you charge me with what you charge me with. You got because look, bro. If I ain't got nothing to do with it, if I wasn't there, they can't charge you with nothing. I don't know nothing, man. Shit.
I said it like a few minutes ago. Conspiracy is like one of the easiest things to prove, bro. They can pull phone records, text messages, everything like that, your location or where you at with them, and they don't have to charge you necessarily with the crimes that person, your partner, getting charged with. But conspiracy will hold more weight than the actual charge. Basically, your ass will be in jail longer than your partner that got an actual official charge off conspiracy. That's all I'm gonna tell you there.
But you know, if you got money, you get out of this.
One of the easiest things to prove, my brother.
But if you got money, you get out of it.
You can get out of it, but they don't
got out. Is what I'm saying.
You still gonna have some shit on your record. They're gonna ruin your life. That detour shit with your family and every damn thing else. At the end of the day, when it come to me, let's say if I'm part of YSL, nigga, I got a family shit. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm telling.
But I would. That's a whole different thing. When you choose that lifestyle, bro. That's all I'm saying.
If one person say gun or whatever you say, he says a gang, but if like you got 20 other motherfuckers saying it ain't a gang, then what does that want? That shit, his word ain't gonna signify shit. It's all about what people believe. Let's say like somebody may use it like, oh, he said it was a gang, but well, these 20 other motherfuckers said it's not. So him saying it is a gang ain't kill the shit for that case. That like it's all about belief at that point on what the jury believe. Because I remember the testimony what a dude named Woody like that. Okay, let's say in the beginning he said it was a gang, right? Once that boy started testifying and saying he don't know this and start acting dumb and those calls, they forgot about what he said about a gang. They start focusing on what that motherfucker doing, all that lying, and he don't know this and don't know that. He has selective memory. So him saying that ain't no focal point of that shit. You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt why this is a game.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Just because one person said it ain't stamped. It ain't stamped.
Like to me, I feel like I feel like Thug real part of being upset.
You think they can talk to their lawyers and shit like that? You think Young Thug and all them can talk to their lawyers and told some shit? Because when you talk to your lawyer, the one thing a lawyer ask you to do is to be honest with them, tell them what all happened. Right. You think those lawyers don't sit there and be in cahoots with each other to work with each other? They all know each other. The DA's office, the judge.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying, bro. I watched that man go up there and say, "Well, I said it was a gang," and he know people doing all other shit. And Young Thug supposed to be his brother.
As big as this case was, and is Young Thug in jail right now?
No. No, thanks to
What did
Gunner
he end
though.
up getting?
He ain't in jail thanks to Gunner.
Wait, let me make a point. What did he end up getting?
Probation.
All right.
Parole,
You
hell,
think he ain't say
sorry.
shit? You think he ain't tell y'all some shit to get probation out of all this?
All he did was he got probation for what Buddha said. He never said YSL was a gang, according to him.
Bro, I'm
But
gonna tell you something,
my
VR.
point is he told shit
The
to
15
get
year
what he
probation,
What he told?
bro.
No,
I'll play
bro.
the video.
If you followed the case, bro,
VR,
the judge got thrown. The first judge got thrown out. The second judge couldn't do the case
VR,
because it was some kind of shit.
Did you see the interrogation video at the?
I don't even think he had to even take the
Did you see the
Yeah,
interrogation
I saw some.
video?
I didn't watch the whole video. I just saw the snippet they had online.
I'm saying
He was
you
talking
watched
about
about.
the bus shooting.
Yeah, I'm saying so like.
And you think it's crazy?
So you
I need to see the full video though, like, because I want to put it in context.
Oh,
I don't want to just see a snippet.
No, this is
You
what I'm
feel me?
saying. You don't think he did all that talking and went on Big Bang, and Big Bang said, man, you was wrong for talking with them at all. He said, I know I made a mistake talking.
He said
You don't
that. He
think
said
that's
that
the
too.
only
He owned
time
up
he
to
talked?
it. I don't know. I can't be saying shit that I don't
But I'm
know.
saying,
I only can go off what shit I
deductive
see.
reasoning is this man on this same podcast and interview lied like 10, 20 times and contradicted himself. And I'm sitting here watching the tape of him saying, I mean, I was trying to trick the police because, and Big Bang said, how are you going to trick them by telling them who did the shooting? You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
I don't think he said that. He said he was trying to get
he
somebody
said,
off.
He said Roscoe.
He said he was trying to get
get.
somebody off of the shoot. He was trying to protect whoever he was trying to protect.
But
Again, I ain't see the whole police interview. I just saw some snippets. Okay, so I need to go back and watch it for myself.
But
You can just tell me anything.
watch when he on there saying, man, we was there to sell weed to them and this, and he's giving.
Thank you, Munt.
So I'm gonna
Thank you, Munt.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Did people go to jail for their Lil Wayne possession of firearms and weed on that bus?
I don't know.
Yes, they did.
Hey, look. Hey, why did?
I ain't following it like that now.
T.I. didn't go to jail neither. You think he ain't tell you something? Man,
Man,
all this
Crime
evidence you
So
did
Crime
that-
Toppers
Look,
video, bro.
Look, stop believing everything been on the internet. This is reality, and I'm telling you right now. As big as this case was, this nigga ain't get probation without telling something, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, because it's either Young Thug is an ex-felon, all right? Having a bullet can get his ass some years, my brother. So yes, he told you ain't finna have this case this fucking big and get probation if your ass ain't. Yes, he fucking told. Nigga, what's the name of the damn movie? What's the name of the movie with the dude Frank? What they made it with Denzel?
Frank Lucas.
He's my friend, American Gangster.
Yeah.
But I will say this to answer the question to what did he say? The whole part of the lyrics being part of the YSL case was Young Thug rapping about Woody doing the shooting with Nut. You see what I'm saying? That's when they started shooting at Woody. And Woody was like, hey man, you need to take that out because you talking about something that I did and they shooting at me and my people. And he was like, he didn't say his name, but he was referencing Young Scooter being the people that come and stood with him when he was going through that. So it's like,
man, I'm just saying, bro.
But
that's again.
So what's the difference between Thug? What's the difference between Thug talking to police and Gunna?
I don't know. I never said Gunna talk to the police, bro. Look, bro. Like, why you keep doing this, bro?
I'm just asking the question.
I'm just saying, bro. Y'all don't think Gunna was wrong? I think Gunna was wrong. That's all. That's this whole thing boiled down.
He admitted to what he was wrong about, though.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like
he said the lawyers, they kind of.
Because they got all of them recorded saying that yes ma'am shit. They just put Gunna shit out to break them up.
Hey, you know, before after the court case,
they all
said that anyway.
VR, if it's 28 people on the case and they got 24 people,
it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. The way Young Thug was talking about Gunna, that was his partner. That's his partner.
He was mad at Gunna because Gunna continued on after the case. He said that. He's like, man.
I don't know about that, bro.
Banks said the first thing he did when he got out is talk to Gunna. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So he said, when I talked to Gunna, he explained to me everything that's going on. Do you think, was Bank not at Gunna's movie release yesterday?
But Bank said that Gunna said he asked them folks 3 times, was it going to affect his brother?
And it didn't. The only thing Thug
got would have
was the weed.
It would have.
It didn't though.
Because Young Thug's a complete deal.
He didn't have
would have ain't
they all took the plea.
What hell? Like
26 out of 28 people
Bro,
took a plea,
if
VR.
I
including
guarantee you,
Thug.
bro, I guarantee you, bro, if Young Thug didn't have that shit in the house, he wouldn't have took no plea deal. He'd have went to fucking trial. I guarantee
All
it.
right, so let me ask you a question.
I guarantee he
let
went
me
to
ask you
fucking
a
trial
question.
and rolled the fucking dice.
Let me
I
ask you a
guarantee it.
question. If Woody is got immunity and on this case, how do you think they all get out without pleading? If he's
Okay, so if
admitting
they
to the
hold on,
bodies
wait a
from
minute.
YSL,
So who's locked up right now from YSL for the actual RICO?
the dude that got caught with the body,
How much time you got?
life. Yak Gotti was the only person that rode it all the way out.
So it took 24 dudes to tell on him
No, it's
for him to get life?
It's 28 of them combined on one case. 29
Right.
if you include Woody, but Woody got immunity, so he's not in the 28.
Okay.
So 29 people.
So 28 people told on the one guy. That's how they all got off.
They didn't tell on one guy. A plea means I admit to what I did. If the RICO didn't
He
stick-
admitted to what he did to separate the whole case to go and get everything shut down. Hey, let me take the heat off of everybody else. I did this shit. Let's not even include this into the case, but so it won't be brought to trial, because that being brought to trial, what he did can establish them being a gang and stuff. They can implement it. Okay, this is what I say. This is the reason why I say it's a gang. This man's out here shooting and killing folks. So that could have been a part of that case they could have used. But the fact that he pled to it and said they X'd it out. So at that point in time, a judge be like, okay, this has no grounds for this case. We move on. We ain't gonna talk about this. It's over with.
Now, to answer your question, if what Gunna did would have hurt Thug, the RICO would have been 10 years on top of his probation. You see what I'm saying? If it was used against him, but it wasn't used against him
Because he didn't go to trial. He took a plea deal.
he had to.
He didn't have to.
VR, I want you to understand. It's 29 people on a case. One got immunity. It's 28.
I'm not saying that,
Listen
bro.
to me.
I'm saying
Listen
just
to me.
technically,
Listen to me.
not logically.
Just listen to
Technically,
me.
he
Just
didn't have
listen
to.
to me. Just listen to me.
Bro,
That's all I just want you to listen. 26 out of 28 people took pleas. 2 people got life. That ain't gonna, man. That ain't gonna. I'm sorry to tell you that all 26 of them says, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All 26. You just got a video of seeing Gunna do it.
You know
All the
what?
rest of
I don't
them
know.
said
I
yes,
don't know
ma'am
them
to the
26
same shit.
people, dog. I know Gunna lyrics and what the fuck
You know
he say in his
Gunna.
music.
You know Gunna.
I know what he
you
say in his
attaching
music. I know what he
everything to
portrayed to be. I know what he portrayed to be. And that's the type of shit that we don't fucking need. But I know what he portrayed to be. He portrayed to be this big tough gangster.
Okay. Woody is
This
the biggest
dude here,
rat.
and when your ass was on, your life was on the fucking line, you did what everybody else did.
Okay,
Took a fucking plea
okay.
deal.
Woody is the biggest rat of the 29, right? But he's
I'm
the
still
number
listening to
one
his music,
stepper
though.
out of all of them. Ain't none of them gonna touch Woody. Why ain't none of them touch Woody? He's the real
They
stepper
probably
out
know
of
the
the
fans
29.
watching. They probably know the fans watching.
No,
They
no,
waiting
no.
for him to make a
He's
mistake.
the real stepper out of the 29. That's been established. Can't nobody argue that.
So
They
nobody,
all
so nobody
know
says because
Woody
he's a
is the real
stepper.
shooter out of
So
all
there's no other
29.
steppers in Atlanta.
Do what?
There's no other steppers in Atlanta.
He's the number one stepper. Why ain't nobody touching
There's
him?
no other ones. So
Why
everybody's
ain't
scared of
nobody
him.
touched him, bro?
What you mean? Why would you? He got all eyes on him. Who gonna do him
This
something?
is even before. He just told you they was shooting at me with my baby in my arm. Why
Yeah, I'm
a
sure that
RICO
was-
was going on?
Okay, I'm sure that was the
Like
other.
VR, if
I'm
you
sure that
got
was
your
the.
kid
I'm
in
sure
your
that was
arm
the
and
other
somebody
side.
shooting at you, if they want to
I'm
get
sure
you,
that was
they
the
gonna
other
get
side, right? Was it the other side? I'm sure that was the other side.
you. Woody say he don't know if it was the other side or if it was Thug.
He don't know. He don't know. But I'm sure it was.
He
the
don't
other
know,
side.
but he got into that mess from YSL.
Okay, that's, well, I mean, he was out there doing shit. I mean, what you
On
mean? You
behalf
gonna
of
be in some
who?
shit when you out there doing
He
shit?
doing shit on behalf of who?
Allegedly YSL.
All I'm gonna say is this: I don't give a fuck how big of a thug I am or want to be on rap songs like that. Look, I don't want to take a plea deal myself. I don't know. If I want to be in fucking jail. Like, I'm sorry.
Sure.
The dude good. Well, like, I don't give a fuck what he portrayed. Like, a lot of the motherfuckers portray that shit when they rapping and stuff to be this big time thug and all that. But like when it come down to it, motherfuckers don't want to go to jail. So most of the motherfuckers do take pleas. Lil Wayne, hell, fucking T.I. Take please. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with getting a second chance at life and not being in jail for the rest of
Nobody
your life?
said that. Nobody said that. We just come
But
out
you
and say
just
that.
said,
Though.
you just said he supposed to be this biggest thug, and then he went up there and did that. Like, why not? He saved himself.
I don't. look, I don't care. Like, I'm happy for the dude, bro. I'm happy not in. I'm not like, this is not Vince, like, I hate Gunna or some shit like that. I like the dude. Listen. Let me explain this. I listen to his music, bro. What's the song you sing that night, dude? I love that fucking song. Somebody get tonight. Exactly. I love that, bro. I like his music. I like it. I'm just saying, in that situation, do I think he was wrong? I'm saying yes, because he claimed to be a street person and he did that. That's all I'm saying. I don't wish no ill will on nobody. Like, hope you go off and have a good life, but don't be out here. I have an issue with everybody who do that.
Okay, so you got to say the same thing.
Not just Gunna. Anybody who does that.
The same thing
anybody. For anybody.
You got to say the same thing for Thug. If you feel that way for Gunna, you got to feel the same way for Thug.
Okay, well, I feel the same way for Thug then.
And you got to feel the same way for Woody, the same way
and he on probation for a big ass Rico case. But
again, all them other guys, it's just Thug and Gunna to me. That's the only two people I know.
Not, though. I'm not. Yeah, Gotti is Woody. It's all of them.
But I haven't heard them rap. I haven't heard them put the shit in their music.
You never heard Yak Gotti?
No.
You don't listen to the YSL shit?
No.
Lil Keed is dead, so it's like rest in peace. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't listen to Gunna and Thug, bro. And I don't listen to them dudes Thug like that, bro.
I listen to them dudes though, so it's like, if you go look at the album cover, it's like 15 of them niggas on the album.
Hey, well, apparently they don't need to be talking about whatever they talking about.
But I'm not blaming them for being who they are. I'm saying this is right back to my point. I'm not caught up in who ratted and didn't rat. I'm saying the politicians and the legal, the 3-letter agencies in Atlanta say we finna break all this shit up. You see what I'm saying? And they were successful in breaking it up. That's all I was saying was they were successful in the bigger picture of saying ain't no more quality control, ain't no more Migos, ain't no more 3-Headed Goat, ain't no more YSL, ain't no more YFN, ain't no more nothing. Like, Atlanta hip hop is broken up. That's what they wanted. They get Atlanta back. That's what they wanted. They getting the West Coast back. You know they got the Olympic shit coming out next year, right?
What you mean they want Atlanta back?
Because Atlanta is a city ran by a bunch of young street niggas with money. Okay, anytime we go to Atlanta, that's what we see.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like think about it. Think about all the Pluto people, all the T.I. people, all the Jeezy people, Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all them niggas that was street niggas with money in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about like 500 to 1,000 super rich niggas in the city. They want their city back, bro. That's the Atlanta Braves. That's the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Atlanta Falcons. They want their city back. In '96, they had the Olympics there, but it's then been overtook by niggas. So we want our city back. So all these young niggas that's in the streets getting money, rapping and shit, y'all gone. Like, you heard 2 Chainz say, man, you can't even get a strip. You can't build a strip club in the city of Atlanta. It's like the only way you can get a strip club in Atlanta is if you buy a pre-existing one. So he's like, it'll never be any new strip clubs in Atlanta. Like, they want their city back. And they got it back, just like the West Coast. The West Coast is known for them gang niggas extorting all the artists and movie stars and rappers, right? Big U and all them, Brick Babe, all them gone. Indictment. That crazy Big U son play for the Chargers, was making plays out there at linebacker, but he gone. They came and got, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole West Coast, y'all gotta go. This organized crime of young niggas with money that got street ties gotta go. Look at Chicago. Right. OTF, Dirt, gone. Look at Detroit. Look at Memphis. All these metro cities that came and broke it up one way or another. It's like they coming in sweeping. So they got all their cities back. The last frontier is where Dallas, Fort Worth, and what happened to all them young niggas out there?
South Oak Cliff, yeah, for sure.
They finna sweep it and take it back. You're not finna mess up cowboy land with Jerry World, with crime. 1,000 young niggas with $1 million out here committing crimes and being in the streets. Can you think about, like, this how they see it? It's 1,000 more threes in Dallas. It's 1,000 little Woodies in Atlanta with $1 million in their pocket. Oh, hell no. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that it's 1,000 King Vons in Chicago with $1 million. No, there's no way possible. We finna break this up. So, like, that's, like, think about the mafia, think about the mob, think about all these things. Like, this how they.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so
Rico.
It wasn't.
So they got a mod and a Rico.
So it wasn't to get them in jail. It's to break up Atlanta. But what they were still holding on with, not knowing how Thug was gonna get out and play it, which I think he played it wrong since he got out. He should have been playing it like Gunna. Gunna got out, started working out, NFL. He's revamped his image in Redemption, right? Like T.I., like T.I. when he got his second chance, all his shit with his family, his kids, TV shows, the LOL dolls that they, you know, T.I.'s daughter got an $80 million lawsuit that she won. Like all these type of things. What I'm saying is like they broke up and you gotta change it up when you get out. They watching to see how he gonna act. Once he get out, he's still on the same shit. He need to move up and switch it up and do some different shit. That's my problem with Thug is he gotta get out and figure out his secondary groove, cause going back on that street shit ain't gonna work. And you know how they did it?
I don't think he's going back.
But this what they did to him. They started releasing it. He said on the interview they didn't have the jail calls. He said I knew somebody was holding it, but I ain't know who had it. So now, oh, you ain't finna kick it with Pluto. You ain't finna kick it with Drake. You ain't finna kick it with Wham. You ain't finna kick it with Gunna. You ain't finna fuck it.
What he said about Drake? Man, I ain't hear that one.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Now, what he said about Drake?
He said this old green rick ass nigga, he's supposed to be getting your brother out. He's like, he said, yeah, Drake dropped a bag on me, but he's supposed to be talking to the president, getting your brother out. So soft ass, square ass nigga. Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like they put.
I know.
Bro, you gotta go back and listen to these jail.
No, I heard the one about Future. I heard the one about the girls, about Lil Real and shit like that. But I ain't hear the one about Drake. That's
bro,
crazy.
I'm saying they released every jail call of him talking about everybody, bro. So it's like
crazy.
by the time the one he talking about Andre 3000 and J. Cole, it's like
I heard him say that. Yeah.
So I'm saying like you saying like just hear me out. This is why I can't follow Thug like that on that tip. You saying like, man, Outkast ain't never put nobody on. It's like, but you on a song, an album with Killer Mike that got a Grammy. Yeah. You don't think Killer Mike came from Outkast, nigga?
Yeah.
Are you missing something? You know what I'm saying? Like Killer Mike came from Outkast. Like, man, J. Cole ain't putting up. He put on JID. JID is big as any artist on YSL.
Yeah.
You see, like, bro, like,
don't make it look like I'm not on this motherfucker talking like I'm a Thug fan.
No,
I was just on here specifically to say that I thought that Gunna was wrong. But other than that,
to me, I didn't feel like once I seen everything that happened, I felt like I didn't feel like Gunna was wrong. I feel like if Gunna would have got out going back on some sliding shit, I'd have been like, oh hell no. But you know what I'm saying? Like even like Dirk knew they was coming for him. Dirk music changed before he went in. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to be on some change man shit. But it's too late.
He hired Hitman. He hired Hitman and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Dirk get out and Dirk come out like mad at niggas and not just trying to be on some different tip, I'm like, bro, what is this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta switch it up when you get out.
Yeah.
So that's why I ain't like think about it. Like Gunna on there with the kids. Gunna got a whole. What record have you heard from Thug that let you know like, bro, it seemed like Gunna was carrying YSL.
Maybe he was.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe you're mad because
I don't like Young Thug voice when he rap. I don't listen to all this shit.
This one thing I had to say that I wanted to add in. This is just my own personal preference. I feel like too when we all done been around street shit, you can't outshine the master. And deep down, Thug know like Gunna destined to be way bigger of a star and artist.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
By the time it's all over with, you gonna put Gunna catalog next to Thug, and it's not gonna be the same. Now, would you have gotten Gunna without Thug? Probably not. But the fact is, you can't trip when that like Wayne can't never come out and say nothing bad about Drake because Drake then turned into Drake. Now, Drake will always say, man.
Girl should have said something about that. You
know what I'm saying? Like Wayne, Drake will always say, I could have never done this without stunning Wayne. Nicki will say the same shit, but by the time it's all over, it's like Nicki might be, numbers wise, might be the biggest female rapper of all time, and Drake might be the biggest artist period of all time that came from Wayne.
I think Nicki already is the biggest female rapper of all time.
But you see what I'm saying though? It's like at the end of the day, I'm always gonna love Wayne more than them two, but the generation that come behind, it's like Wayne I never seen Wayne hate if Drake got too big, is what I'm saying. I feel like the way Thug was talking,
I ain't never seen Wayne hate on nobody though.
Like, but you see the way Thug talking on them calls as if like the way he talking about Pluto, like, Thug, your catalog ain't Pluto's, nigga. Like,
But that's just his character. You can tell his character flawed. You feel me?
but you see what I'm saying? But that's why I'm
Because
saying
you wouldn't even say that shit about nobody. Like, why would you
this,
even
this
bring
my
that up?
thing. You think they ain't been around him and felt this?
Possible.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like
Sometimes you don't know a nigga like that though. Then you see, you know, you nigga down, nigga start saying shit, then you really get to know the real person.
yeah,
When you're around him, he probably always saying different shit.
But-
He told Pluto to his face he was a deadbeat. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe he told that man he was a deadbeat to his fucking face. Ain't no fucking way. Cause I ain't rock with Jason, you know. Come on, dog.
like the way he was saying it, it was kind of like that's the type of person that he making himself seem like the type of person that'll do something for you to hold it over your head. Like if I'm your partner and I came up, like let's say I hit at the casino 3-4 million and I shot you some bread, like, hey man, I ain't gonna never tell nobody, man, pay your house off, woo woo. And me and you disagree about Aaron Rodgers, and I'm like, yeah, nigga, I paid your house. You can be like, damn, bro, like, you always felt like you were gonna hold it over my head. The one day that we disagreed, I get mad and say that. Like, that ain't cool to be like holding shit over niggas' head.
But that just lets you know how it is though. For
So
sure.
it's like, why? Like, he kind of validating Gunna because Gunna never said nothing bad about none of them. The whole time he just been quiet, right? Now he might be
But he
like,
can't
damn,
say
like,
nothing,
you feel like
because
this
you
was
know
about me
what
the
the fuck
whole
he
way.
He can't say nothing because you know what he did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Thug was like, I tell all them to their face, like, you really said all this to all these 100
That's what I'm
different
saying.
people.
I definitely don't believe
And
that
they
shit.
they're clearing records for you and shit, like, and then too, when he was talking about
21
man,
Savage was keeping it real with him though.
when he said, man, Pluto didn't clear the record, or somebody didn't clear the record, and he's like, he said it in Big Bank, like, but you hot though, you on a RICO case, they record label might told them they can't do that song. Nah, fuck that ain't no like, bro, like
I ain't hear that part either. I must have missed some of
yeah,
that
he
shit.
like Bank told him like, man, maybe them people's record labels or they handlers is like, man, he too hot right now. Like case in point, like Dirt. If Dirt reach out and tell J. Cole, man, hey, we recorded another song, we did the other song, man, go and put in your album. He like, man, my label ain't gonna clear that. Jay-Z said, hey, bro, don't. Like, think about it. Yo Gotti probably got records with people, and then their labels like, man, his brother just got killed, and they watching him. I'm just letting you know, like, you don't want to be. We ain't gonna clear that record. Man, he ain't no real nigga, because he ain't, bro. Like, everybody ain't trying to jump in on your, and then all the people that he talking about, what did they do? He's like, yeah, this person gave me 100,000, this one gave me 100,000, this one gave me $1 million. Like,
Look at the comment, bro. That man say Pluto had Sierra. I don't care what nobody say. You know, you do know 50 Cent and Bow Wow had him before Pluto had him.
that shit though, that's Mr. Bad Take. He trolling, bro. Like, don't get caught up on seed.
Oh man.
Hey, Pinky, whoop the damn do. You got the
Let me
the
teach you
Ken
how to
Wood
vibe.
Winning Star. He said,
But yeah, we gotta get as
he
a
said
community, we gotta get out of this shit.
Thug
though,
got
bro.
classic, but I'm saying since he got out, Tone has. Alright, case in point, when Boosie went to jail, came out, that nigga came out fire. Pop went to jail, he came out fire. Usually niggas go to jail, they come out. If Tory Lanez get out tomorrow, nigga, that album gonna hit. Thug been
Man, let's
out
not talk
for a
about that
year.
nigga, dog. Let's not talk
Tone,
about
let
that.
me ask you a question. Have we heard one good song from Thug in the last year? I'ma
He put
wait.
anything out?
I'ma
I know he
wait.
had that one song with Drake, but he put anything else out?
Now, that song with Drake was during the trial. That was that
I mean, shit.
on business.
He
I'm
can't
talking
even go to Atlanta. That's probably what he's probably
he got studios now. He ain't gonna give him out the hook now.
nah, fucking around.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
don't really, like I say, I don't listen to music like that anyway, though.
I listen
Ain't really
to
my
all
type
them,
of-
but I'm
ain't
saying
my
shit like Thug ain't dropped not one song that's on rotation for
But
anybody.
his voice, I can't really understand what that nigga be saying half the time. Him and like what's that boy name? Playboy Court. I can't understand what the fuck he talking
I don't
about.
like
What
that
is he saying?
Tone say
I
Thug
don't
thought he was
understand.
gone for life. That's why he was talking like that.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably
Dirk-
so. I
Dirk
think so
definitely not
too.
getting out.
Yeah, hell no.
In the last year, I said he got classics. Do he not? What's name? Can anybody in the chat name one song they got that they listen to with Thug right now? That ain't got Gunna or Wham on it.
I listen to old songs by him, like
That's what I'm saying. Somebody
Let me
gonna
teach you how
die.
to vibe.
I'm pressing some peppermint.
Surf.
A red and white peppermint.
Shit like that.
Like, I listen to that, but I'm talking about
That's it.
I listen to the London and shit like that. But I'm saying like Thugs even this diss record he dropped, that shit garbage. Like these last songs, the one he dropped when he first got out with Pluto, that shit was trash.
We done with the 90s.
Lifestyle, that's Rich Homie, bro. You making my point, Tom. You talking about Lifestyle. That's back when he was with Birdman, dog. Like, that shit 15 years ago, bro.
Did a lot of shit to live to Lifestyle, big dog.
TJ said, can't nobody name no new songs that got this hot. Yeah. That's all I was kind of getting at. Like,
clean that shit up, though, dog. We gotta clean that shit up, bro.
Gunna fire hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about Pluto last album was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these people you speaking of.
I mean, it was alright, nah. Come on, dog. Come on, it was alright. It was tough. It was alright. Pluto.
We still don't trust that whole album hidden.
It was alright.
What? You trolling?
His lyrics just trash.
I know
his
you
lyrics
be trolling,
just trash, bro.
Straight face, bro.
His lyrics just trash, dog. Straight up.
Hey, I'm a lurk in your stream. You gonna be in there listening to Pluto, bro.
I like him on like Metro. I like him on Metro shit like that. Bro, I like the mainstream
shit. That whole
shit.
album is pretty much Metro production.
It's alright, man. It's alright. It's
capping,
not getting too much. It's not getting too much.
You capping.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From H-Time, baby.
You said
the H-Time music out here.
He said, you said name a song. Now I said name something he dropped since he got out. And you over there, you stuck, Tone. Tone hit the blunt.
Shit, garbage.
Shit, man.
But this brings us to our next message. Stop doing crimes. You ain't got to snitch on nobody. Little square life. What they say, humble?
Oh yeah,
little square life.
But see, that's why I'm glad you said that. That's why Shotbybuddha making it cool to be You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to be bro. You ain't got to worry about the streets. You ain't got to worry about your house smelling like reefer. You ain't got to worry about looking over your shoulder and shit. First off.
What's wrong with your house smelling like reefer? What's wrong with that?
You got kids in the house.
Mine don't, but what's wrong with it?
If your kids go to school smelling like reefer, what's gonna happen?
Oh, you got a patio, man?
I'm saying, like, if your kids go to, I done been dissing speaking engagements and the mama and the kids come in and like everybody in the office is looking like this, like, bro, if you gonna do it discreetly. Don't have your kids come to school smelling like reefer, man.
You see how they do that though? They put a stigma on that, but then there are other people, they be out there doing that cocaine and shit. No, and they no problem.
But even still though, like, I get mad if I see somebody smoking quick cigarettes in the car with their kids. No kids shouldn't come to school smelling like cat piss
because they been smoking meth.
Bro, like, all that shit is, well, we not going tit for tat in the situation. What I'm saying is, it's okay to be a regular nigga, bro.
It's okay to smoke weed too.
Tom
from the earth, that's what they said.
Digits is old, bro. I gotta check. That's old.
I ain't called no police the other day, bro. I ain't called the police in a minute. Last time I called the police, one of my partners didn't want to leave my crib. Last time I called the fucking police, last time I called the police, Buddha, was goddamn when the Steelers played the goddamn Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. What it was, like 2009, 2010. My partner was at the crib watching the game with me, and he started playing Lil Wayne, Green and Yellow. I told that motherfucker, get the fuck out of my house. I said, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my crib, man. He didn't want to leave. I said, all right. I called the police.
Bro, I tell you, this nigga trolling, bro.
I said, hey, I got to do that in my crib.
Hey, LNG, that's like, what's his name? You got a place to smoke. You got a little patio or something with the little, with the little like burnout candle or some shit.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, Pinky, he mad at Gunna and you ain't called the police on your boys over the Steelers, man.
I definitely did, but I told them they didn't have to come. I just want to prove a point to the nigga. I fucking do it. If you don't, hey, it's my crib. You gonna leave when I say leave? Oh, I ain't gonna have to do nothing to you. I call them people. They was like, what's he wearing? I was like, a black shirt, black shorts, green and yellow hat, playing Lil Wayne music. Yeah. He got up and left, didn't know. He got up, slammed my door and shit and left. I said, you don't worry about it. You ain't got to come no more. I had to prove a point.
He slammed the door though?
Yeah, he slammed it hard, bro. He slammed it hard. Yeah, I'll do it again, nigga. Shit. If I say leave my crib, I don't care who you are. My mama, get the fuck out.
See, Tone, there you go. You saying we agree to new stuff garbage. That's kind of the point I was getting at. Is sometimes, Becker, sometimes you could be around somebody and somebody start getting hot or start popping, and it just turn a person into like kind of a detractor. I think when you listen to like deep in the interview, like the last hour, it sounds like Thug is more like hurt. Like, man, these niggas, like, bro, you in the streets. When you go to jail, your girl fuck on people, your homeboys move on, your family friends forget about you. Like, that's jail, bro. Like, would you think everybody's supposed to be sitting there? Like, how many people got enough people that's you got like 10 partners that brought you $1 million when you got out?
Why is the first thing people go to? Nigga fucking your gal.
Cause that's what happened.
That'd be the first
ain't
thing.
that one of the leaked jail calls when he put the chapter moved on, like she ain't one of the things talking bad about Pluto, but Pluto done touched down.
Man,
Ooh,
that shit crazy.
You ain't gonna lie, that hurt. That gotta hurt, man.
That shit crazy.
You in there 23-1 and your man is putting your girl through the mattress.
That's crazy. Nigga,
And look, and you on the jail call talking bad about this.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
That man punching out like Trey, like what Trey on goddamn Boys in the Hood. Yeah. That's probably what Gunna was thinking about. That's why he tried to get out of there.
Nah, Gunna, when that lawyer came and said, man, they all finna take deals and Woody got immunity, man, he probably was like, oh, hell no.
But see, you think that, though. You assuming that.
No,
you
that's what the
assuming
lawyer said.
The lawyer gonna say what he got to
No, but I'm
protect
saying,
his client.
Thug
You feel me?
said in the interview, my lawyer came in and said, all these names taken in the plea deal. And he said, Sergio Kitchens. And he said, I got mad. He said, why would you take the plea on your brother?
Yeah, your brother. Yeah, on your brother.
But this same brother
Brought you up from the
that's in jail
slums,
call
Tony.
saying, man, that nigga Green, he a rookie anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you took a plea on me and then you got out and heard me, man, this nigga VR ain't no real Steeler fan. You can be like, damn, this nigga talking bad about me horribly. Man, fuck that nigga, man. I took that plea. I've been home for a year. Fuck him. And then if you Gunna and nigga calling you all them rats and shit, and then they start releasing tapes of all them niggas ratting, and you got a #1 song in the world, he on there with Justin Jefferson in the Maybach catching passes for the NFL shit.
Boy,
Hopping out the Rolls Royce truck with the Under Armour shit on. But I got my own Under Armour shoes. Niggas talk about I'm a rat and these niggas ratting.
He said, if you got, I still got that Mika and I gotta get rid of that bitch.
Lil Wayne probably got about 5 songs on the new album. But I wasn't expecting it to hit like old Carter, old like No Ceiling shit though. That's crazy.
Oh, you talking about Lil Wayne new album that came out about a couple months back?
Yeah, it's got about 5 songs.
The first 7 songs. Other than that, it's like
mid through the album, bro, that shit super mid.
But the first couple songs I fuck with them though. But I'm a down south nigga, so you know what I'm saying.
Pinky, you ain't lying. He said jokers won't go to the store for that girl, but let that pit bull be having babies. They laying covers. You ain't lying.
Hey, cause they trying to get that bread, dog. What you mean? That's that bread right there. You know what I'm saying? That's like business. That's business, Pinky. That's business, dog.
You business.
For sure. But y'all be in the streets. If y'all gonna be snitching, stay out the streets, dog. Stay out the streets.
I will say though, like,
cause if you play in the street, you gonna get hit by a car.
I'm glad you said that though. As a culture, I just hate that we be in love with this snitching, not snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? This street, not street shit. Cause that's why I've always tried to keep the street shit out the gaming community, bro. This ain't the street. This is legitimate business. This is $1 billion industry.
Mm-hmm. I see this shit like it's dying too. Like it's dead, especially on that blue shit. That shit like it's dying.
Oh, that shit been dead. When you talk about resources earlier, that's the resources that's gone. But we ain't even gonna waste no time talking about the resources of that.
I just wanted to say something real quick about this snitching stuff.
Turn your camera on.
Hold on, I'm trying to flip it on.
We don't want to look at you, but I'm saying turn your camera on.
We need to stop this shit with this stitch shit. I'ma say it like this. I'ma tell point blank period, if you do some shit around me, I ain't getting in trouble for there another minute. I get in trouble for my own shit, but if you did some shit, I'm telling. Because you can sit here and say you ain't telling shit and your ass go to jail for nothing. I'm sorry, I'm fucking telling. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to buy a snitch on your ass, start doing shit by your damn self. Stop being a bitch and being in groups. Start doing shit on your ass.
So I feel like Pinky is directing that towards me. So let's get this straight.
No,
I
no,
am not in the streets. I am not in the streets, my brother.
In the street to snitch. You call the police on your partner.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. I will tell on your ass. That's what I'm telling you. I will tell. I'm not in the streets, bro.
Let me teach you how to
Don't get
vibe.
mad at me. Kitchen. Like,
You knock on my door too much.
We are really like putting the thing snitch in a bad category. If I'm in the neighborhood and I got a motherfucker around here doing some shit, whether I'm in the street or not, and I'm telling on their motherfucking ass.
No. No.
I'm telling.
No.
You know what? How old are you how old are you right now, VR?
I'm 87.
Okay, 87-year-old, your ass call the police on folks all damn time. You probably be one of them. Look, y'all ever have one of them neighbors there when the kids be down the street playing basketball in the street like we used to back in the day? They want to call the police and shit now, or popping fireworks and shit. Like, bitch, you shit when you was a kid too, motherfucker. Why you telling now? That what type of motherfucker you are gonna be now? He calling the police on the kids that popping fireworks down the street.
You fucking right. It's too much. No, I'm trying to sleep. I gotta work in the morning. Cut that shit out. God damn it. I'm an old ass man, bro. What y'all doing?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Calling. Hey, I'm not. Look, man. I'm just saying, dog. I'm not in the streets, bro. I don't live by them same fucking rules and the shit that niggas be saying.
Ain't no
That's all
rules
I'm
in the
saying.
streets. That's the problem. Ain't no rules in the streets.
Well,
Ain't no
bitch,
rules
yeah,
in
It
the
ain't no
streets.
morals and principles. Like
Like, what the fuck?
think
Like,
about it. Like,
Yeah,
Doug is on the interview trying to enforce street principles, and he's on there telling and ratting too.
Ain't no look.
This is another one I wanted to ask y'all too. That man said, "Man, I ain't never pill a talk before."
Before he went to jail, yeah. That's what he said.
Do you believe that?
Man, please. Man, please. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. That the one thing about these street code shit is all bullshit. Everybody want to kind of like people run to the Bible when it benefits them. That what motherfuckers do with the street. Oh, that's the street code.
Well, that's
man.
what they use the Bible for. It benefit. You can manipulate it to say anything you want it to say.
My point is this: all these motherfuckers doing whatever they need to do to fucking survive. If me and you go rob a fucking bank and $1 million, you might X me out tomorrow, pop me in my head, cause instead of spending fucking 10 million, your greedy ass be like, nah, fuck that. I don't want 5, nigga. I want all 10. You might pop me in my fucking head. Ain't no more than that. If you don't, if you want to keep all that money, do the crime by your fucking self. Don't do, cause then look. What if me and you go rob a fucking bank? I'm the type of nigga that I'm like, shit. Okay, I got caught, but I don't want to go to jail by myself. Nigga, have you ever heard the joke when they get me and I know where you hiding? And I'm like, hey man, the police ain't caught you. They got my ass in handcuffs, but we walking back like, hey man, come on, Fenceburg, come out them bushes. They got us.
That shit happened to me before. Actually, somebody did something like that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
He said Gucci and
They
Bush
got
ain't
us,
tell.
nigga. It's
I mean,
us now. Like, I ain't for myself.
Boosie did let a kid do a life sentence for all the bodies he did.
That's crazy. When I was let me tell y'all a story. When I was younger, we had got into it with some people, some dudes on the other side of town. Anyway, we got into it. We fighting, you know, so we beating them up, whatever. Some other cars pull up, they get out, they start shooting and shit. So we running. So I'm running through these apartment complexes. You know what I'm saying? Look, they start shooting. I'm out of there. I'm running so fucking fast. I ran through a fucking fence. Like, that shit was nothing to me. I ran through that bit. Now I'm in the back of these apartment complexes, and they got like carports and a fence, and then like it's the patio to the crib. So the dude, I guess an old black dude, he in the apartment. I said, man, let me go through your crib because I can't get around. They trying to kill us, right? He's like, hell nah, you gotta get up out of here. So I ended up jumping up on top of the carport, and I just laid on top of that bitch, right? And I just laid down, being quiet. Next thing I know, the lights flashing and shit, the cops coming around that bitch. I'm still up there laying down, I ain't moving. The cops got the quiet, they just searching and shit. They don't see me up there, nothing. This fucking old ass dude gonna be like, hey bro, you can come down from up there, they know you up there. I'm like, oh, dude, bro, cops got guns drawn on you, boy. I had to jump down the patio, get down. They let me go. I ain't had to do with shit, but they let me go, but it was just niggas snitching. See? They always snitching, bro. Everywhere, bro. Snitches everywhere.
See, that snitch you was at the end of that man's backyard.
I was on the carport, bro. I was on the carport, bro.
He want you out, though. He want you out.
I used to make it.
You was a thug. You at my house. You
I
don't
wouldn't
bother
shoot.
me.
Hey, one of them young niggas jump on your car, boy, you gonna hit him with that bad engine.
But that was back in that was back in 1962, though. You know what I'm saying? Boy would shoot at us with a Gatling gun.
Hey, bro, one more question before I go. VR, if I go kill somebody, me and you together, and I be like, shit, I ain't do it. Hey, he did it. You gonna take that rap or you gonna snitch?
Tell it.
Okay.
You ain't gotta worry about that, bro.
Street,
If me and you together, you didn't tell me, I'm leaving you. If I'm driving,
We're in the
you
street
stuck.
though.
I'm not in the street. I ain't no street.
No, I'm giving you the example. Me and you in the streets, I kill somebody, police get me, and I said, I ain't do that shit. He did it. You telling on me?
Yeah, because you told me first.
How you know I told on you?
Oh, you saying I don't know you did it?
Like, they come to get you. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they come to, they saying, we charge you with
Look,
murder.
man, this is how I look at it, bro. I chose to be in the street, so I got to deal with the consequences.
Get the fuck out of here, man, please.
I mean, if you said, I don't know you told on me, so how I don't know it's you.
But you know, hold on. You don't know, but you know you ain't committed murder, my nigga. And you
and
finna go to...
I didn't do it, bro. I'm gonna just
But
deny it.
So, nigga, please. If they told me that I was going to jail, you don't want to commit, I'm like, that nigga Vincent, like, he said 125 South Court Street, motherfucker, and the nigga drive a red car, telling everything.
That's fine, bro. But if I don't know who told, how I'm gonna tell on them? If I don't know who told, I'm not gonna just be like, I ain't gonna just give you up, bro. I'm gonna deny the shit.
What we say? Hey, let's just say if both of us out of the police station, they bring me McDonald's, nigga, it's over with.
That man eating the burger.
Yeah, bro. Like, man, see, but I'm too smart for all that, bro. I'm not going to talk to no police without no lawyer. I ain't doing none of that shit. My kids not talk to the police without their parents present. None of that shit.
Gun's lawyer was present.
That's different.
Gun's lawyer wasn't present when he was
talking
in
about
there.
the scenario Pinky talking about, bro. I ain't talking about all that now. Them boys locked up. They already know. Again, I ain't got nothing against Gunner. I'm just saying. I just think that he didn't follow them little street rules they be having. But none of them do, so you right.
My thing is like the person that you supposed to be looking up to you, it more feel like Thug was mad, all of them didn't turn into crash dummies for him. But it's like, can you just admit as the leader of an organization with 29 niggas on a RICO that maybe as a leader you led them astray?
Oh, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like in that situation, you have to be like, I don't feel like he took no accountability of saying, man, the money and the power and the fame that I got, at some point I misused that shit. I could have been using it a different way, so God took it from me.
He's not gonna say that right now. He's gonna say that when he get older and he realize and reflect on the shit. It's still fresh on him right now.
I'm saying, like, you been out for a year and you beat a life sentence. What more time you need to reflect during that year?
But you gotta think, he's young.
He not working.
He hurt boys. He felt like they betrayed him. You know what I'm saying? It take time to get over that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I done been a leader of a crew before and look back and say, damn, I misused my power. I apologize to anybody that followed behind me and got led astray. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, we could have been using our shit for so much good. You see what I'm saying? Like, and in that situation, like, from Woody to Gunna to everybody that's outside of the situation, not him, seemed like that's what they doing. He seemed like the one that's still stuck.
They was snitching in the Bible. Thomas.
Not Doubting Thomas.
Oh, Doubting Thomas. No,
yeah,
Judas,
it's like
Judas
thinking
snitched.
like he
Judas
wanted them to
snitched.
say we love YSL so much we'll
that.
all do life behind this shit, and it's not
nobody
willing to.
Judas was the one that snitched. My bad. We gotta correct that.
Judas he came true in the end.
Thomas the one that doubted. Yeah,
he came.
for sure.
Judas was the betrayer, but he came true in the end. I'm saying, like, at the same time, like, I feel like he was mad that they didn't all just crash out with him. Like, fuck it, we gonna do life. Like, who thinks like that? Who got a white? Like, that's why I agree with what Pinky said about everybody got a circle outside their circle. And people used to disagree with me about this VR, and I used to say everybody got a price. And people like, nah. I said, bro, if Shotbybuddha and VR do something, and VR sitting there across from his wife and his kids, he said, man, my loyalty to my wife and my kids is stronger than my loyalty to Shotbybuddha. I can't be mad at you that that's your price, because I, as a man, I can say I can respect him choosing his family over what we doing. You see what I'm saying? As a man, like, I can respect it. So it's like, that's kind of how I look at it. Like, when you get to a certain point, like Woody's point did he turn state is I did something for y'all on behalf of y'all to protect y'all, and now I'm standing outside my car holding my child, and people that come that's looking for y'all is shooting at me with my kid here. They don't care who they hit. I can't be mad at Woody for turning state after that. Hey man,
I don't know him, dog.
but I'm saying like this is going back to like I watched both their interviews, and Woody like, man, they didn't try to get me out the city. They ain't do nothing. He was saying like it was people from other crews that was coming laying on my people's house to make sure that nobody shoot it up or woody woo. You see what I'm saying? It's like to his time, it's like damn.
I just can't believe people still doing that street shit, bro. Like that shit's so
I can't.
stupid.
I can believe it because it's exciting, but I advocate that if people like
Let
me
me
and you
teach
gonna
you how to
say
vibe.
that people shouldn't be doing street shit, we got to be trying to offer them something else. That's what the content
We gotta be trying to offer them something else.
Yes, you do. Like
Me and you?
everybody has your role.
The fuck?
It, like I put like this: when you out there with your kids at the football field, and these other little kids that you could be a big brother to, or a mentor to, or help coach, that's your responsibility. Because if you don't help coach or help be a mentor, or even not nothing you say, just being a positive influence and example on them little boys, you could deter some of the teammates for your son to not be a negative kid hanging around them. Or they might look and be like, man, Mr. Vincent was the one that told me to not do that. Like, you could be their influence. You ain't got to be their daddy, but you could just, man, when I used to see Mr. Vincent and his wife and his kids, like, I wanted that too. You could just be a walking example of how they could. And they, Mr. Vince, what you do? Man, I got a job. I play the game, you know, dude. Man, I want to be like that. They might look at you and say they want to be like you because they don't see no other examples of what a good nigga look like. So like that is our responsibility. We can't not have a hand in these kids or offer any opportunities, but then get mad at the choices they take. Cause we get to be like, I can't tell somebody, man, don't be one of these. Like case in point, perfect example. I'm finna use you in this perfect example.
Oh man.
You had a situation with a content creator where y'all got into it on the stream.
Fuck nigga.
Now, you could be the example of how you do content of somebody saying, man, bro be popping tournaments and winning money and doing shit, and he don't be on that rah-rah shit. I'ma fuck with him because he different. You see what I'm saying? Like, you the walking example. Now, if you start doing crashing out and acting like the people that you don't like, then you know what I'm saying? Like, your responsibility is to be that example of like, nah, you could do it this way and pop off. Like, you have to do that. Cause it's like if don't nobody got another better example or a way to go, that's how young people get swallowed into bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. You look at the older cats and think about how you treat a woman off about what you seen, right? So if you see more people that got a wife and kids, and you see more people that got a wife, a kid, and family than you see single parents and motherfuckers struggling and on some bullshit on the streets, you more naturally be like, man, it is another way to do this. That shit look better than what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always had to be an alternative to some shit. Or if not, like, what do they have? Yeah. And that's why I agree with you when we first got on, talking about the resource. The resources is helping them when their kids, giving them opportunities to do shit where they don't know that killing young Dolph for $800, there's a 1,000 better ways you could live your life than killing young Dolph on your daughter's birthday for $800. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, how many things could you have done to get $800 for your daughter's birthday than killing young Dolph? But I'm saying, like, in retrospect, he might see that, but dude, 20-something, 30 years old, he might not ever had nobody sit him down and explain that shit. All the OGs might have been like, yeah, you a real street nigga, you a stepper. And he just crashed out for anybody who...
You think he thought that was right?
Huh?
At the time when he did it. You think he knew he was doing wrong when he did it?
He knew he was doing wrong, and he said, I was strung out on them pills and shit. He's like, he said, I was doing anything for money. So this is a person that's breaking in houses, breaking in cars, robbing people. They had already stole the car that they was riding in. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like, to him, every day I wake up, I'm pulling licks. But he might have grew up in that shit. Like them young dudes that's here that did that mass shooting. That dude been killing people since he like 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude got about 30, 40 bodies. So it's like he been spinning on niggas for 10 years. And people use him as like a little hitter. So he been killing people since he 12, 13, 14 years old. People had to get to him when he 10, when he that little badass kid. Like, bro, come play football. Bro, come over here. We're going to show you how to do. Nah. You see what I'm saying? Like, but he might have been looking up to a shooter. And just wound up being a bigger shooter than dude. You know what I'm saying? And now, when he 23 years old with 40 bodies in Birmingham, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
And he killed 40 people?
He killed 40 people, bro. The police record of 40. He shot like 23 people in 2023. He shot that's the dude that shot the club up that shot like 12 people in one night. Then he shot like 6 people the next day. He killed the pregnant girl and her boyfriend. Like, bro was just spinning. He on YouTube. I could go pull him up. Like, Damian McDaniel was.
Nah, we good.
You remember when I told you the FBG Duck video?
Yeah.
He give you that same feel, like.
I don't see none of that shit.
Cause you know when they had them hood people go to the hood and talk to the niggas. He was on one of them videos and he was like with his boys, like, yeah, man. He said if they mama in the courtroom crying, they ain't got no sympathy for me, so I ain't got no sympathy for them. This when he like a wanted man.
That's crazy. They caught him?
Huh? Yeah, they caught him and his whole crew. They got him on CCTV stepping on folks like bad. I'm talking about he flipping bodies over to make sure they dead, hitting them multiple times. Like the CCTV footage on him is crazy. Like, bro, they shot up the hospital. Like the girls was trying to get away. They went in the hospital that he got shot. He shot on the drive-by, right? They jump out running the hospital. He coming by the hospital spraying. The police cars in front of the hospital got bullet holes ripped up the side and then ripped through the hospital, the front. Shit, he trying to hit them before they can get in the hospital to get saved.
They gonna get that boy a chair?
Man, I don't know what he gonna get, but I know they was counting. They was like, this just what they knew about. Like, it was 40 bodies, bro. That's like, bro, it's like responsible for like 20-something% of the murders in 20.
That's crazy.
By himself, bro. So,
damn.
But I'm saying, like, if you don't get to that person when they're young, like if they ain't got no other options, my part of that I don't like about the streets is an old street nigga have a young nigga fucking hoes getting them pregnant. An old street nigga have a nigga going to jail cause man, they just gonna give you juvie. Old nigga have like the shit Boosie doing, the little dude that did all them killings for Boosie. He killed 9 people for Boosie.
That shit been going on since the beginning of time, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna say the beginning of time. Bro. I'm saying our culture, like, accept that shit. And that shit ain't. People been
using people for a long time. Just any kind of way. It ain't gotta be just be killing. It could be using people with different way. It could be grown men, like messing with young girls. It's just all that shit, like, bro.
If your son a baller on the football field, it gonna be some young nigga. It gonna be some hood nigga hanging around the football field, like,
hey.
See your son out somewhere, man. Like, let me pay for this for you, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, ain't gonna happen.
I'm saying because you there. But what if you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying is like that's the responsibility we got to be stepping in. Like that, like, but for and like a dude had told me about some shit and he really touched my heart with it. He was like, everybody ain't got a pops like you got though. And that's the difference between me and some of my people I grew up with. Is the difference that I just got a mama and a daddy that just ain't going. We grew up in the same places, but I'm saying they just not going. You know what I'm saying? So
I grew up with I grew up with a single mom. She wasn't even always there all the time. I grew up with a bunch of different houses, a bunch of different people, family though. But like, you make choices sometime on your own. Like I ain't never.
You do, but I do think it's people that steer young people in wrong paths because they fucked up, because they be slightly sometimes jealous. It might be somebody to see you and they admire you, but they might throw a kink in. Man, this nigga ain't have it hard like I had it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't even know though. They don't even know how you had it. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But they
might look like that.
When you was coming up, it might have been on some like stirring you or giving you some bad information just based on how their life is. Like you might have had a little girlfriend or something at the time when you were young, And it might be an old nigga who been having women problem like, yeah, young nigga, man, don't trust them girls. You know what I'm saying? You need to be did. You
Oh,
like,
for sure.
but it's like they'll give you some, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Miss I let them little niggas smoking. Like, no, they need to be on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have them niggas
Yeah.
out here
Yeah, for sure.
thinking that everybody, that's the cool thing to do. Because when you see these guys get to Bama, and Auburn, and Ohio State, and you see these niggas get caught with pistols and shit, just like the young dude that was at Bama that when the police pulled him over, he was crying and shit. I'm my dad, man, my daddy gonna kill me, man. I play for Bama. And the police like, son, I know this ain't your gun. I know this ain't your money. I know this ain't your drugs. And your friend gonna let you take the ride. But you gonna be able to bounce back if you just tell me the truth. You see what I'm saying? Like, but the dude in the car, this boy play for Bama. He didn't been recruited by Saban. Why you got him in his car with weed, guns, and money on you, knowing he just using him. He probably
But they're basketball player for Bama, huh? When they drop the dude to go kill somebody.
That's the type of shit they do is make them feel like they soft or something because they're an athlete, be giving them a little money and shit and having a little something to smoke on and shit, but be using them for their car. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude that got caught ain't got no car and ain't got no place to stay and shit. He using this nigga. But he the nigga with the pistol, the weed, and the money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm pay for everything, bro. I'm gonna pay for everything type shit. But it's like, you hanging around a Bama football player got him in some street shit when he don't need to be around you.
Man, this shit gonna be going on in my opinion, to the end of time, bro.
But I'm saying, like, other coaches don't have that shit as hard as us because we like accept that shit.
Nah, we was made. I mean, that shit was. Say we was put in this position, bro. So it's harder for us to get out of this shit because this is a position we was put in when we got here. Like when our people was here, when they brought our people over here, bro, they ain't give us shit.
But I'm saying, like, to this day,
every other culture that came here, they gave them something.
I'm saying, like, all the shit that me and you know and do, me and you ain't. We didn't go through civil rights. We didn't go through Jim Crow. We didn't go through Black Christian Code. Like, all that shit is the shit our grandparents was on. And I feel like the generations before us made sure that we had as good an opportunity as you gonna have. Like, all this shit that we talking about is like self-inflicted wounds. Like, ain't nobody forced us to do a lot of the shit that we do.
Like what?
Like, just keep it to like the shit we talking about today. These young niggas in Atlanta been blessed with all this money, clout, entertainment, right? Why is y'all niggas still in the streets catching bodies? Because they haven't been able to separate, man, I'm an entertainer now. I can rap about it. I can do this, but I need to be in LA. I need to be in New York. I need to go be in Miami. I need to be somewhere in the studio out here getting money and cycling it back down to where my niggas got businesses and investing in shit, like, because they got more money than they ever thought to have. It's other shit that y'all could be doing with it. You see what I'm saying? Rather than just getting like stuck, getting tricked out your position, stuck in the streets.
Who putting them on though?
Putting them on
Who giving them the opportunity? Like what record labels they on?
A lot of them can't. But see, Atlanta was different though, because most of them been signed to black people. QCP,
put Young Thug on?
Like QCP, like Organized Noise, like LA Reid, like these is all these people being signed to like black conglomerates. That's what made Atlanta special. All these niggas was signed to
When Young Thug signed to Leo Cohen?
Huh?
When Young Thug signed to Leo Cohen?
Young Thug was originally signed to Gucci, if I ain't mistaken.
I'm talking about like who gave him the big deal though. Wasn't it?
No, he got to the big deal when he got with Bird. But you know, Bird always been like, had the universal 50-50 deal, so Bird was never like, you know what I'm saying? When Thug blew up, he was doing the Cash Money shit with Bird.
Yeah.
Cause it's like they was doing that, like how 50 Cent had Master P, but then got passed to Dre. Like all of them was kind of like that. Like how Game was with Whack 100, but then got passed to Dre. Like they all kind of was like working. So I'm saying like this ain't no situation where like somebody dangling a carrot. These niggas just got one foot in the streets and one foot out and don't know how to get out.
I mean, but when you come from nothing, you don't have shit. and you look like that's your way out, and then you happen to make it rapping, it's hard to just pull yourself up out of that shit.
But
Unless you got that game plan from when you're young.
But that's why it's like the people that's in it, they gotta see the big picture. Now some of them moving a little different. Like to me, Wham don't move the same way Thug and them was moving, because he was already in jail when all this was going on. So he in jail watching this shit like, oh, when I get out, hell no. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if you look at hip hop and rap traditionally, the people that got out and did shit business wise the right way, unfortunately, was people that was in jail and just had a chance with like no clout, no money, no girls, no drugs. Like when Gucci came out this last time, Project Pat came out this last time, when T.I., Jeezy had his legal, when these boys go through them legal situations, like the thought of like taking your freedom away, the part I can't get with on Thug is like, you just beat a life sentence in the biggest RICO in the state of Georgia history, and you still talking street shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Of anybody, you should, man, God done bless me to get out that situation. I ain't talking about no streets ever again. You see what I'm saying? Like, now show me your creativity and make music and make money and shit, make movies and shit. First thing that nigga should have been thinking is like making a calling 50 Cent or Cat Williams or somebody to do a movie.
Yeah.
You on podcast. What Gun said, I done turn these niggas into a podcast. Niggas supposed to be dropping the movie, bro. Like when Bupac, man, get out and drop Get Rich or Die Trying to move it like 50 Cent did. Man, I'm finna make a movie off my life story. That shit finna go up. Eminem, 8 Mile. Gonna make the movie and get the check, bro. Like, and transition off like Ludacris and DMX and everybody else. Man, I'm finna go make movies. I'm finna start businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna get stuck on stage out here trying to prove myself to niggas that wouldn't have did what I did if I was in that situation.
Then they gonna get me off my point. The people put us in this position.
I feel like they started a cycle and moved out the way, and we in the doors to the maze is open, and we just still tripping on our own feet.
Some of us still lost. Motherfuckers ain't wake up.
But that ain't the fault of them folks.
I mean,
because all of us done been told right from wrong and understand it, but I just feel like niggas done just fell in love with bullshit. Like, think about it. Even with this streaming shit, like, you was fire hot because you like, damn, my nigga, we ain't got to do that, and the nigga still going there with you, and you like, bro, we can get money, we can get views, we can pop, but we ain't got to do that. But if a nigga think that's the only way they can do it, ain't no white person told him to talk to you like that. Ain't no set of circumstances make him talk to you like that, because you ain't never did nothing to nobody. So a nigga just picking a nigga who don't do that and go there with him because that's the only thing they know. That ain't no white person told him to be like that. I can't blame no Caucasian person.
You right about that one.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, now you turn on Maze-O-Matic shit, they emulating what he doing. But they just found a cleaner, better way to do it.
We don't have we had our own platform.
That's the gulag. That's a black dude. He doing it in a different way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit here and say like if we go to the top 8 that made the live, most of them black. So I can't say that these people is making a person act a certain way.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a choice
about
of being a man at some point.
Like in the actual, I'm talking about in the real big scheme of things, like with the
but that is the big scheme of it is.
Nah, this is streaming. This is a little different.
It ain't. It's $1 billion industry.
But
streaming is bigger than hip hop now. Content creation is bigger than hip hop.
Yeah,
you see, it's like they hand in hand.
I'm saying that. I'm saying like, but if somebody watching this, they're not doing something else they could be doing.
What do you mean?
I mean, like certain people should, like not. I'm saying like places like kids that's always on their phone all the time, like watching. Like that's all they got. Their phone. They ain't really doing nothing productive.
But I put it like this though. My wife, one of her good friends' son, got an esports scholarship, 4-year university in the state.
That's fine.
And I'm saying like, I don't feel like them getting into content creation is like I thought he a good kid. He not no kid that we gonna have to worry about being on a bullshit.
No, you right, but it's not everybody. It's not everybody lane.
It's not everybody, but for me, why would I not try to push as many kids as I know they're capable of it? Like a no twang. Why would I be telling? Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The people I grew up will be telling no twang, yeah, man, you need to be fucking some hoes, man. You need to get some little weed, you understand?
No, for sure.
But that's what they would have been had me on. No twang is like 6'2", 6'3", like 225. In high school, he like a young kid. So I'm like, damn, this little nigga got promise, right? So I'll be telling him, man, you need to keep popping on Madden. So like, if the football shit ain't pop, or you get hurt or some shit, like you can get you an esports scholarship, like D Crawford and them. Go to school for 4 years on esports, get you a degree. If you can wind up not being able to play football, you get hurt or something, or you don't get the offers you want, right?
Yeah.
So like, if I know he capable of it, why would I talk him out of it and talk some of the young dudes in the community out of getting a scholarship in esports? And if they don't go, it's gonna be 10 of them that ain't gonna have no problem taking that esports scholarship. And I can't sit there and be like, man, they doing this and we ain't. It's cause we not applying ourselves on it, because Lambo, all them boys, John B, all them boys went and got them esports. You see what I'm saying? Like, we should be pushing all them. Hey, if you young and you popping on the Madden scene, go get your esports scholarship.
Yeah.
Get that free degree, because like that shit free and you got it. So like, why wouldn't we be pushing the kids that we know to the opportunities that we know, instead of just saying something? Like, nobody's stopping them from applying for it. Nobody's stopping them from applying themselves to be that. And like, when I went with Project Focus into the inner city schools, when we was talking to the kids, like, you at an inner city black school, if you make straight A's and B's, you're gonna get a scholarship academically. Because when you start applying to these schools, you gonna be in the minority pack that you gonna make it in anyways. They'll love to take a straight A student from a inner city Birmingham school. You gonna check so many boxes for that school, it ain't gonna make sense. So like, through Project Focus, the kids could go practice ACTs from the like starting early. So they had them on practice ACTs in 9th, 10th, 11th. Most of these kids take it one time in the 12th grade. Don't have breakfast before they take the test, and they ain't never seen it before. So what they was doing was like getting them to fill out all the paperwork for scholarships, for admission to all the schools they want, and then having them take the ACT practice a bunch of times and then take it. So they was traditionally making like 20 and 30% higher scores. So if you're an AB student in the inner city Birmingham school and you score high on the ACT, you finna get a scholarship. You got a better chance of that, of making good grades in high school when school is easy, as compared to getting a D1 football scholarship. Way better. And you ain't got to worry about getting hurt. But that's your backup plan, is having that. I ain't telling you not to run track or play football or basketball and get it. I'm saying like, every option that we got, we can't say they not giving us options and we just not exploring them. Because somebody in your family, like, ain't nobody went to school and don't nobody know to tell you to do all these things. Like, that's the resources you were speaking of that's out there that I don't think we just don't use it enough. Because people too busy worried about who snitching and who in the streets and who tough, and like, just like this streaming shit. Like, if a nigga good at Madden and make good content, I don't give a fuck if this nigga from the streets or not. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, if you really from the streets and you in this Madden shit, probably don't want to hang with your ass. You know what I'm saying? I got a wife and kids, nigga. I ain't trying to be on those street shit.
Straight up.
That's kind of what I mean by it's like, we gotta use our own brain. I just hate the victim mentality. Not saying you using it, I'm just saying like, I hate hearing it, because I'm like, all of our shit be self-inflicted, bro.
All of it, dog. Can't
like,
say that.
A good percentage of the shit self-inflicted. Now we can go to some COINTELPRO and Tuskegee experiment, Tulsa. We could do all that forever, but I'm saying like, okay, that shit was down like 50, like civil rights was 60 years ago. The problem in Birmingham now is niggas with Glock switches.
Well, I mean, when you bring drugs and shit, you bring drugs in the community.
But I'm saying like, at some point, niggas gotta know better and do better on our own though.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's what you grew up at. You grew up in the shit. Everybody ain't gonna make it out.
But everybody ain't gonna make it out. But I'm saying like we could push for a higher percentage of niggas that just not realize.
We made it out. Me and
like,
you
I'm
made
saying
it out.
we ashame a nigga for being a cop, but then a nigga, the same nigga
Who
that
was
probably.
we?
I'm saying our community as a whole, not me and you. Our community as a whole was shame a nigga from being a cop, but then we sitting here watching a nigga kill Young Dolph for $800. Man, that nigga should have.
Sometimes
That nigga should have learned how to do that 10-minute mile, do them push-ups, man.
Man, I got to a point where I just stopped worrying about certain things, bro. Cause like you only can do what you can do. So my job is to make sure my family.
That's the first and foremost. But that's why I said earlier about when you said it ain't our response. I'm like, it's our responsibility to be the living example, though.
I mean, who says who? That's how you feel.
Nah, that's the truth. Deep
That's how
down
you
in your
feel.
heart, you know, said your kids is watching every move you make.
Yeah, I'm
Your
talking
son's
about
watching the way you
other
treat
people
women.
though.
Your
I'm
son's
talking for
watching the
other
way you
people.
interact with other men.
Yeah, for sure.
That if you do some like if you doing street shit and your sons grow up watching it, are they not gonna emulate what you do?
Yeah, probably so.
So I'm saying like that's why I mean like your responsibility is start with your household, but you supposed to be the living example of what
my
you want the
household.
world in front of you to be.
For my household.
No, but I'm saying it start with your household, but then your neighbors watch and see if you cut your grass on the regular and wash your cars.
Okay, who care about them?
I do, cause I don't want my neighbor with no damn Amazon forest next to my house. Cause guess what? And on my street right now, I guarantee you, tomorrow if I walk outside and cut the grass, 2-3 niggas on my street gonna start, even if it don't need it, they gonna start cutting their grass and weed eating tomorrow. Watch. Because it's just the thing of saying like, if we all should be doing the right shit. But I can be a living example. I don't have to take on the role. I'm not telling you to be the role model and you have to be a role. I'm saying whether you want to be or not, you influence people by your daily walk.
Oh, I believe that. But I'm saying it's not my responsibility to influence them.
It indirectly, yeah, directly no. Indirectly, whether you want to be or not, it's some people that stream that watch you that'll inbox you like, hey bro, keep doing the shit the way you doing it, cause you just be chilling and doing your shit and you be popping niggas and you done got them messages before, ain't you?
For sure.
So indirectly, whether you want to be a role model or influence or not, you are.
I'm saying that's different though.
How is it? It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's just different. That's just
It's the same thing though. When you go to work, if you lazy at work, if you lazy at work and ain't doing your job, people gonna talk about you. But if you doing your shit the right way, you show up on time and handle your bill like, shit, I can't slack because I know VR gonna do his shit. It's like everything we do is a walking example of everything around us that we touch on how other people interact and how other people do shit. Whether we want to be or not, we are walking we are a walking billboard of what we want our world to be.
Let me teach you how to
So if
vibe.
I don't want to see niggas doing wild shit, I can't be on here crashing out doing wild shit. Cause I be thinking about the shit that I do when I go to my daughter's school today, cause it was grandparents' day and my dad came. Man, I want any of these people looking but like, there goes Sky Daddy, that nigga be wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, man, you see what he be into, like, and the thing, whether they'll never tell me. They'll never tell me what they seen me do, but I can feel the energy of like if somebody seen me on some wild shit, cause whether I want to be an example or not, all the little boys in the school when we on the field trip see how I move. So it's like either they gonna see me and not want to be like what I do, or they gonna see me and kind of want to do some of the shit I do.
Yeah, but I just feel like, bro, like I have so many different thoughts about the way the world is and how that shit. Man, I think I be scaring people sometimes. The shit that be in my motherfucking mind.
What be in your mind, bro?
Like all the shit that people like. We just been taught to live a certain type of way by, and it's like I don't be believing that shit sometimes. Like it just be like it don't make no fucking sense to me. It's a dog eat motherfucking dog world. Like you can't be like all that. I don't know. All they do unto others, like I don't know about all that shit, bro.
I see where you going, but at the same time, like that mixed with like self-preservation is the first law of nature. Now you put that with doing to others, they go hand in hand. If I don't want you fucking hitting me with that bat, I don't need to be fucking with you, right? So like I had to think
that's
like,
cause and effect though.
I don't want this nigga to hit me with that bat, so let me treat this nigga like I treat myself. So if I treat you with respect, you're not gonna hit me with that bat. Now if I get to talking crazy to you and I run up on you, hit me with that bat, then you justify self-preservation, the first law of nature. Like he shouldn't have ran up on me, he get hit with the bat.
What if I'm occupying a piece of land and my shit got all kind of fucking food and shit on it, and then you starving, and you like, damn, I need to get something to eat. I'm gonna go take they shit. You know what?
I wouldn't do that. How I would say is like, if it was me, I would come to you and say, hey man, my family's starving. If I can work a little bit of your land, maybe a small corner, the worst corner you got, if you can share a little bit small piece of your crop with me, I'll work some of the shit that you don't want to work. That's how I would approach it, because that's how I want you to approach me.
And I'm gonna say no. We got enough mouths to feed. Keep it pushing.
Hey, bro, I respect you. I respect you. I won't be on your land, bro. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Peace. Yeah.
Now, if you hit a hard winner, nigga, I get them crops wrong. Hey, look, nigga might toss you a sack of potatoes or some shit like, hey, man, I'm gonna do you one better than you did. Man, I'll throw you that sack of potatoes. And like, you might be sitting there thinking, damn, man, I should have worked with that nigga. That nigga still gave me some potatoes.
I worked hard. I worked hard to build this fence, this community.
But I'm saying,
to keep
I
these people
offered
safe.
to help work off a little bit, and you said no.
Straight.
I had to appreciate the fact that you even heard me out on my offer. So
you don't have to appreciate it though.
And when I get right, if I'm ever in a position, you might be struggling, and I might give you the potatoes and let you work the land and shit, because I'm gonna be like, man, I understand you had mouths to feed, but we can spare this a little bit, and I didn't want to work that little plot. Man, maybe in the future we could work together. I'm a bigger person like that I wouldn't take it personal that you told me no. Some people just don't. Now, Young Thug might have been, it's possessed, nigga, I don't help me.
What about the people that came on them boats? Told to the natives. People that came on the boat told to the natives.
Man, they should hit them niggas like on Apocalypto with that arrow.
I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying, like, the Vikings that came 1,000 years or 500 years before, they got fucked up.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, bro.
Hey, look, but I mean,
who was around to say them folks?
But I'm saying, I can't keep going back to 1100 AD talking about now. Now I know the times I've had a gun in my face, it's always been somebody who looked like me.
That's because of where you live at. Like, were you ever in a different area, like where it's majority Caucasian folk, and that shit happened to you?
Yes.
And who put it in your face?
I got robbed at work downtown in the middle of
South who put it in your face? What color was it?
Black dude with a 45.
So,
whew. Hey, his boy on the door had a mini machine gun too. Yeah. And he had a nigga in the car with some shit. I couldn't see on the CCTV. I couldn't see what he had, but like when I took that first look, I could see the barrel, how big that hoe was. Like the barrel was damn near on my nose. I could see all the way down. I could see the head. Like I could.
Pause.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna front. The barrel of that gun like this mic.
Snub nose 38.
Huh? No, that shit was a 45.
Snub nose.
That shit was a 45. Hey, look, 38 or 9 or 40 cal. I know that shit is a whole. Yeah. Like that shit more like this remote. That 45.
Yeah, I had a compact now. That shit got stolen.
The barrel was so big on that whole like. It looked like the chamber would have knocked the nigga out.
Yeah, shit.
I would have got knocked out from the chamber compression, bro.
So you really don't think it's nobody else's fault we in these positions? You think it's all out on us?
No, I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, they started some shit spinning that we could walk out of, but some parts of us, like right now, I feel like when I watch some shit like some of these cats that make millions and get out of like ungodly trouble, they dying to get back to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them you can see scared straight change men that live a certain way. Just like when I look at you, you live a certain way but you have empathy because you grew up seeing the other side, just like I did, of people who didn't have no family as a village, or didn't have no daddy or no uncle or no guidance. So some people I grew up with, I understand why they fucked up. But as much as some people started some shit 50, 20, 100 years ago to spin it, people that could walk out sometimes stay in there because they like that shit. Like, case in point, it's a dude downtown I met. He said his daddy live in Tent City downtown. Tent City is like some shit on Southside where like a whole bunch of homeless people live by the Baphomet statue downtown, right?
They got a what statue downtown?
A Baphomet statue on 5 Point South, nigga. Downtown Birmingham. We shot a video there and shit. Vibe Nation shot a video there. I could pull it up on my old shit.
You talking about the thing with the horns?
Yes. And he
what
teaching
the fuck
this
is
shit.
they doing down there?
Bruh, it's swastikas on the courthouse steps in downtown Birmingham, bro. It's a lot of
that's
shit.
different now. That's different. But the Baphomet head?
Bruh, it is in front of a church, bro. I'm like, bro.
What?
That's a whole nother rabbit hole, bro. But I'm saying,
What kind of shit you got going on out there?
bro, it's Alabama,
bro.
dog. So I'm
That's
saying,
crazy.
in those situations, like, dude said, because he was like a
Black Israelite?
with not a nurse, but what you call them people, therapists. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're like a cancer therapist or some shit. He's like one of them. He's like, man, I live in a condo downtown. My dad live in Tent City because he want to, not because he homeless. So he like his dad, like it's people that's in that group that choose to live their homeless lifestyle and shit, whatever. And that's, I feel like the same way about the streets. And some shit, like niggas that have a way out and could live a better life.
They love their lifestyle. They love what come with it.
They love the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I can't respect it. So I can't say I can't say buddy cussing you out on the street ain't got nothing to do with no white folks.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I can't say
That's different though. I'm talking about like jobs and shit like that. Like
but
jobs
this is an industry that makes money. I've seen more black people get in the way of other black people's money than Caucasian people.
But that's a learned trait though, bro. That's some shit that was
but
taught.
I'm saying, like, I can't just sit here and accept that. The same way when I seen
you got to. That's
the same way when I seen Lambo in tears that night talking to Slim Ghost on the Gulag about, and Slim Ghost was like, that's just different demographic. He's like, nah, fuck that. I can't accept that our community don't support each other the way their community do. So like, here's a person that made the live, like VR. Here's a dude who made the live, who been a top 10 player for 3 years, won the college national championship, saying, man, I ain't got but 30 subs streaming, and I streamed, and I made this live. I'm a belt winner. And he's like, I could just simply wake up tomorrow and be Caucasian, and they support different, not because of like somebody getting in the way. They just know to do it.
They don't just know to do it. They've been taught that way. You ever heard the saying,
like,
white don't
what's
eat
stopping
white?
me and you from teaching our kids to live that way?
Ain't nothing. But I don't teach my kids that though.
I can't tell my kids that is somebody stopping them from doing it.
But see, I raise my kids a different way because I don't see the world the same way. I see it differently. I tell them like who you like.
But that's how I teach mine.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
This is the example I give mine, because I think we agree on this. I don't say just go spend money there because it's a black business. I say don't not spend money there because they black. It's just like a person that you could date. You could date a Caucasian woman, right? But don't just say I only date Caucasian. I don't date Asian or black or white. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you like because you like it. If you go and we downtown at the art crawl, if you like the snacks, buy the snacks. It don't matter who's selling it. So they bought.
Yeah, but if you got a preference though, you got a preference. That's just.
That's I'm saying they bought freeze dry.
You ain't got to announce it to the world.
They bought freeze dry candy from a white dude, bald head, big old beard, but he was super nice, right? Then we stopped at every art thing my kids wanted to. It don't matter if they just because you black don't mean I got to stop at your art booth if I don't like your art. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if I get there, I did get some cakes from this black lady, and that shit was good as hell. She had like, she had like red velvet in a cup or some shit, nigga. That shit was so good. Like, but I'm saying I didn't just go there because she's black, but I didn't not shop with her because she black. I think that's what I teach my kids. Is like, whatever you like, whoever they is, support it. But you know for a fact, it's some people that look and be ready to hit that sub or follow button for you. And cause you black and you better than them at Madden, they ain't gonna hit that button. Nigga ain't gonna follow you cause you better than them. Probably heard a nigga say, man, that nigga VR tough on it. Fuck that, I ain't gonna hit that follow. You know some niggas and did that.
Yeah, but that's like you want to go buy some jewelry, right? And you got a black dude selling jewelry, and you got some person from the Southeast Asia selling jewelry, right? Who you gonna get that jewelry from?
Say that again.
You got so you go to the mall, right? They got a black store that's selling jewelry, and then you got a Southeast Asian guy what store you gonna go in and buy your shit from?
Me
Same price
I'm
and everything.
I'm gonna go look at both that shit, and then I'm gonna say,
Where
hey
you
bro, I'm
gonna
gonna be
be?
back. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna do the same shit to both of them. Then I'm gonna be sitting there thinking like, who got the better deal for the shit I want? Cause see, sometimes people fall themselves and it's like, let's say I bought a chain from the black dude, but it wasn't what I want, but I bought it because he black. But the chain I really want, our Southeast Asian dude had. I'm gonna get the chain from the place that I really want the chain from. I ain't gonna see the chain I want and the black dude got it and not buy it because he black. When I had my store in the mall, bro, on my mama, I was selling dashikis before everybody was selling them, right? I would go in the showroom in Atlanta in the Cobb fashion show. I see all the Boosie shit. I see all T.I. shit. I see everybody shit. I'm walking around. I'm meeting Arabic people, Indian people, Koreans, Chinese, like everybody, right? They all give me their cards. I'm talking. I'm trying to. Yeah, I want to come to your showroom. Do. You get on the list and shit. I get back to Birmingham, and my name at the time was Nix, Nix. So I get back to Birmingham, and I can get shit faster than them. Koreans got 10 stores, right? They got 10 stores. One in Georgia, one in Florida. They got them all up, one in Mississippi. It's gonna take like a month for them to get some shit. Me, I'm ordering in small bundles. I can get the shit next day. I done already talked to them like how we gonna work it out. If I spend over $500,000, they gonna next day the shit. So I'm in the mall, right? And shout out to T. T is a UPS girl. She kind of remind you of a kid, but she bigger without the teeth and shit. T used to come and she was like, you got some shit today? I was like, yeah, okay. So I would go to Atlanta once a week, go through their showroom and mark off on these papers what I wanted. And then I would call them and say, hey, that shit I marked off, ship it and charge the account. Biker denim was hot. Elongated tees was hot. Sublimation was hot. 3D socks, phone cases. I had all kind of shit, right? And then they would just send me shit like, hey, you always be buying. We just gonna send you this shit free. Just see if it sell. Tell me if it sell. We gonna see in their mind. If I sell it quick, if it sell out that first weekend, let's say it's like some black biker denim with the ripped leg or something. They're like, we gonna send. I might buy 24 pair. They might send me 6. If of some different shit with like some different colors or some paint on them and shit.
Right.
If they sell, they might order 10,000 pieces of it. So like it's the same with the socks. I'm like, hey, this number. It was that year that Cam Newton and Steph Curry was on fire. I said, Jordan, Cam Newton, Steph Curry, these 3, I don't care what image you got. Unload that shit. You see what I'm saying? They would be sipping that shit like non-stop. And they'll be giving me deals and shit. And I could make my money because I was getting it quicker, getting it smaller, and I could make my profit margin. If they selling it for $60, I could sell mine for $45. Cause I'm just going. So like we was doing shit like that. And the Asian people would start following me around the showroom, marking off what I mark off. I started, bro. One time I put my hands on Dwight Howard and I winked at them. They bought all the Dwight Howard shit. Ain't nan nigga on earth buying Dwight Howard shit. But I would do shit like that, and I'd be like, tell them like, boom, they shipping me number Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be shit like that I do. I like when Prince died, when Ali died. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sending me, hey, Knicks, we got Prince already. I'm talking about they ain't took the flat line off the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already got 10 different images of Prince, hoodies, hats, all kinds of shit. So it just was a time when I was selling this stuff, people would come to me and be like, yo, shit real? I'm like, but it's us though. I always want a deal, always trying to see if my shit real, my shit and I tell them the dashikis is like, it's just a dashiki, bro. It's $25. You buy 2, you get them for 20 a piece. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you want the real shit, I know the director of African Studies at UAB. I'll have this lady that work with him come out and measure you and make you a full dashiki and kente cloth. But the shit gonna cost you. You think I ever had anybody call him and get one?
Nope.
But you questioning a $20 dashiki in the middle of the mall. Our people do that. Now you don't want to buy my dashiki because it ain't real kente cloth, but if I get you one handmade, you don't want it. Now mind you, my man's that had the store next to me was from South Africa. He speaks Swahili, and he from Zulu Nation. Now I can get anything from Africa, like hides, rugs, all kind of shit. My wife is from East Africa. I could get this shit if this what y'all want. My mans I grew up with, both of them is repatriating. They live in Ghana. They got dual citizenship. Catch me every 3 months when they on tour, coming back and forth, taking people back and forth from the States to West Africa on them slave tours. I can get you some shit if you really want it. But don't just be in here talking about you ain't gonna buy this shit because it ain't real kente cloth and questioning, checking the tags. If I can get you the real shit and you don't want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about handmade, hand wooden carved, whatever you wanted, they could get it. So I'm saying, like, stop. Now I can get you a zebra hide at the time. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you wanted. But I'm saying, like, you gotta pay for it. So stop tripping. Like, so when I started managing Hibbits, all the shit that we got from there was from the same people. I'm like, y'all niggas are coming Hibbits and spend $500 on your payday. Be on this bitch questioning me for $40, $50.
I be wearing shit from Hibbits. Shorts and shit. I be getting shorts and shit from Hibbits.
Man, Hibbits be like, one good, Hibbit is a great
bro, like,
company.
look this shirt right here, bro. This come from a black owned place. This came from, you know, ever heard of Dianu?
Mm-mm.
They just stopped making a lot of shit I like, but if you see a lot of my African print shirts, that's where I get them from, black owned. But they stopped making the shit that I like. They just stopped making this other shit, but I mean, it's still out there, but I'm good. But yeah, bro, we get that, but that's a learned behavior, bro.
And I'm saying that ain't got nothing to do with no other nationality, because guess what? I live in south of Birmingham in Pelham, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, it's a lot of Asian and Hispanic people that live here. A lot. They got their own supermarkets and everything, right? Yeah. Do you think any of them ain't going to Mi Pueblo and El Ranchito grocery stores around here?
That's what you don't understand it. You must don't understand.
You from Texas, so I'm saying, bro. I'm saying they don't have. They're not going for somebody saying don't go to the Mexican grocery store.
For sure, but they ain't been through what we've been through, my boy.
What is it?
They ain't been through the ringer like us.
Purchase though.
What is it?
You know what the Louisiana Purchase is, and guess what? Right now they more scared than we is because of that ice shit.
That's different.
Hispanic niggas around this bitch they be on pins and needles because people around here that don't like them will just call. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the Mi Pueblo it's a mile from my house, bro. It's on Highway 31. Literally, the whole city was petitioning. The whole city was petitioning to get it removed. They had to like really fight in court to be able to stay in the location they is on Highway 31. So I'm saying, like,
why they trying to get it removed? They was hating.
Cause it's this shit is like a Walmart of Mexican grocery. You know what I'm saying? Mi Pueblo is like,
we got them out here. We got like Fiestas. We got like the regular store. Like you can go in there. Like me and my wife went in one time. And they look at us crazy. Like, what y'all doing? We trying to buy some goddamn meat, dog. You know what I'm saying? I
Bro,
gotta think this
like,
shit.
This is a Mexican superstore, bro. They got a butcher, the fruit department is like half of a regular grocery store. Like I'm saying, like
but
every
again,
Hispanic
they ain't
person
been
within
through it.
like 30 minutes comes to that hoe. That bitch
They
be
ain't been
packed,
through what we've been through, bro.
bro. It be packed out like a Costco. And this the thing, I'm not comparing us to nobody else. The same way
But
when
you
you're in
got
your
to.
house with your wife and your kids, hey, we ain't doing what the neighbors doing. We ain't doing what your little homeboy. This our house. You see what I'm saying? So I can't be concerned with no Mexican person or no Korean or no Asian. None of these people been through. All I know is when it comes to our shit, ain't nobody stopping me from spending some bread and working with VR.
That's
Ain't
different,
nobody
though.
putting it in my head to make it where I can't fuck with you. Unless I just
But
got
that's
some hate.
different.
But can we admit this? Listening to Thugs Jail Call, it's just some hating ass niggas that don't want no other niggas to have no more than what they got.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that ain't from nobody else doing. That's just us.
Yes, it is.
I can't
Yes,
put
it is,
I can't
bruh.
put hating nigga shit on other people.
I can.
I can't.
We just
Why you ain't no hating ass nigga?
Because I choose not to be.
Thank you. It's your daily choice when you choose. Like, ain't no whisper. Hey, you ain't supposed.
But
to
I
like
woke
those.
up and I understand though.
VR,
Like, I'm not,
You ain't supposed to like those other niggas.
bro.
Hate on them.
I'm not like, bro. I'm not like a lot of people, bro. I don't go by
But
the
I'm
same
saying that's a
things. I
good
don't
thing,
believe in
though.
the same thing.
We need more
Yeah, no,
people
for
that not
sure.
be hating ass niggas.
They need to open their eyes and wake up. But everybody ain't woke, dog. Everybody just going through the
But
motions.
I don't like to
Everybody
use that
just,
word woke because they black people
not
are,
that kind of woke.
black
not
people
that kind of
allowed
woke.
some bullshit to get slid in behind.
I ain't
with-
talking about that.
with
I'm not
being-
talking about BLM type woke. I ain't talking
But
about
I'm saying
411
like
type woke.
we
I ain't talking
allowed
about that
them to
woke.
do that shit. And when I was at the mall, when I was doing the dashikis and all the urban clothes, and I was wearing the Vibe Nation bandanas and shit back then, right? But I used to hand press them. The crazy part, they would come up to me back then on that shit, and I'd be like, "Hey man, I want you to have a blessed day. I want you to understand. Like, I sit and talk to you about anything, but the black experience is the black experience. You can't combine. No offense, y'all. You can't combine the rainbow experience with being black. It's not the same thing.
At all.
Being black experience in Alabama, and I'm the only black vendor in the mall at the time, has nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like, of all the stores in the Galleria, I was the only black vendor. Like, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with the rainbow shit. That's y'all shit. I respect what y'all do. Y'all fight for y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? But no, that ain't got nothing to do with being black, cuz.
Yeah.
And you know who used to give me hell about that? Black people that was like that. I'm like, bro, it's two different things, G. Like,
For sure.
and I'm one of the most open-minded people, so I'm not even tripping about you being
That's
that.
what I'm saying. You even got to explain that to people.
That shit's sad.
Like, that's
But
terrible.
it be us that be fighting us about it. I'm like, bro, like, no, that's two different things, cuz like you finna get tricked.
They don't be knowing, though.
Look, put like this, what's the shit? Affirmative action, all that shit gonna go away because y'all let yourself get swept up in this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, one thing is your choice and one thing you're born.
That's just like that DEI shit. They think that shit was for us. That shit wasn't for us.
That shit was for
They
the
not smart, bro.
that shit was for the
Exactly.
flag.
Exactly. But they ain't trying to hear that, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
But,
Like,
I mean, they was too
motherfuckers is
gullible to not see that play though.
Like, you see, that's a different woke. I'm not talking about that woke. I'm talking about woke where you start believing all that bullshit that they put out there.
I'm on the same
Wake
page
the
with
fuck
you.
up.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, all that shit, bro. Like, all that shit is terrible. So, like, you know, like again, the story of OJ, light skin, dark skin, house nigga, field nigga, all that shit. All that shit got something to do with the same way we act today.
Bro, it's something I was
All that
about to
shit.
pull
I
up
believe
on
it
the screen.
wholeheartedly. What you about to pull up?
I was about to pull something up on the screen. I lost my train of thought.
They'll be, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying. The aliens finna come back, big dog. They come back.
Come back. They in the ocean, cuz.
And you see that missile that they shot? And it hit that, bro, it hit that fucking thing and split. I was like, oh, shit. But people don't even, bro, dog. It's so much shit that we don't know, bro. It's so much shit, Buddha. I was
But it's
watching
the
Joe
rabbit
Rogan
hole.
today.
Ain't no point in going down the rabbit hole.
Man, because, like, bro, that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of shit that people just, like, if people would just just think outside the box for one fucking day, bro.
Nah.
Just tell yourself everything you've been taught to this point has been bullshit, and just try to start a clean slate. Just do it one day and see what the fuck you open your mind up to. You'll be surprised.
Not me, the other people. I
For
get
sure.
it. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just stuck, bro. I even when I went to Jamaica, I was talking to I was with. They were just saying shit. I was just, but I believe, or I don't believe. And it's like they was like so lost. Like, what? Oh my! I'm like, bro, you gotta just like think about who be telling you this shit. Think who putting all this shit out. Like, y'all motherfuckers
I mean,
be
most of
concerned
it is
about
misinformation, though.
a lot of it. They don't care, bro.
But it's your job.
And there you go with that job shit. It's not my job. It's not. My kids, my family.
They
That's
haven't
it.
been through what we've been through, but we got to be able to help each other elevate like they do for them.
Bro, it's hard when they stuck in their way. You try, but they don't. They be trying to talk you out of your shit. Like, bro, I'm good.
Will Harriet tell me so I could free more if they knew they wasn't free?
Yeah, if they knew they wasn't slaves, they only know they fucking slaves. They just stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Nat Turner. The Nat Turner story. You know about that? He was doing all that, but they wanted him to do it. He started reading it for himself and like, this shit ain't adding up.
Nat Turner, John Brown. It's a lot of good
Come on,
stories.
man.
People
Marcus Garvey. Man, I don't want to get too deep. But yeah,
Frederick
you feel
Douglass.
me?
Like that.
Come on, man.
Hey, look.
Umar Johnson.
They had to be a validating ass punch, though.
You heard what I said? I said Umar Johnson.
Nah, cuz.
I just fucking with you, dog. I'm fucking with you.
But I like
I like him too. He funny to me. Umar.
See,
Fucking crazy.
some shit he say makes sense, and then he'll just spin.
Yeah, then he'll kill it with some dumb shit. Like, bro, you had it, and then you fucking lost.
Bro, I be like, bro, you just be wildin', bro.
And then he said like everything in threes. The Prince of Pan-Africanism. The Prince of Pan-Africanism. I'm like, bro, all right, we got it, dog.
No, I knew he was cooked though, and he said, I for one Tunde, and just
Yeah.
send it to my Cash App. Send it to my Cash App. Send it to my Cash App. I repeat, we cannot eat right near me and the Queen Mother. Send it to the Cash App. Bro,
The FDMG. What is the FDMG Academy?
bro sounded like Marvin Sapp in there talking about close the doors.
Yo. Oh my God, bro.
Nigga said ain't nobody
Oh,
leaving till we
man.
get these motherfucking tires in order, nigga.
Oh, man.
Yeah, church building fund will be complete by the time lock the doors. Nigga. That's how he looked in their car that day. I said, man, when I seen him talking, all I could think about was Charleston White. Yeah, Charleston White was on. You see what happened at the HBCU today, man?
Nah, what happened? It's on YouTube?
Man, they tried to trick Charleston White. He was gonna go donate some money to one of the HBCUs in a local high school or some shit. And when he got there, he walked in and they had a debate panel. He said, man, y'all playing. And it's like, no, Charleston, he's like, man, y'all playing. He's like, I came here to donate. He said, I got Aiden Ross finna do the HBCU tour with me and finna donate a bunch of money to the HBCUs.
Oh.
And he had all this, like, he said, man, I just stopped by. He said, I ain't got dressed. I gotta be at the airport. He said, y'all got me. He said, I supposed to be here 10 minutes and y'all got a panel with these kids out here. He said, I done missed my flight. My woman at the hotel, I done missed $20,000 for a Say Cheese interview. He said, and y'all got me here on a debate. He said, all right, nigga, let's go. He said, I thought that this was finna be like a panel where we all just talking past the mic. He said, man, I got a light-skinned nigga over here with a PhD talking to me about a damn snitching campaign. He said, y'all playing. He said, he started talking so bad about them folks. Then he left. He said, I came here to talk to the kids and donate some money, and y'all niggas got me here talking to this nigga, arguing about some damn snitching, talking about some street codes and shit. He said, I thought we came in here to build. He threw the mic down and said, fuck these people, fuck these HBCU. He started going in. He said, I ain't finna never come back. He was talking to them so bad. And he said, y'all got the news out here and everything, knowing I was just coming to donate the money and leave. He said, y'all got me out here with a news crew trying to do some damn debate for some internet content. And I came out here and I ain't been paid. I came to donate. He said, y'all playing trying to get some views online. He said, man, I'm finna go
That's
pick up my
crazy,
woman and go to the airport.
Yeah.
Then they was trying to
That's
say he
crazy,
was
bro.
wrong. He was like, man, y'all doing that weird shit. People be thinking that Charleston White stupid. I'm like, man, y'all need to leave that nigga
Nah, that
alone.
motherfucker smart. For sure. He know his shit too. No bullshit.
He was on
He
their
troll a lot,
neck.
but he know his shit. Yeah, he
He
know
was on
his
their
shit for sure.
neck, boy.
That nigga don't play. Yeah. But he won't call a lot of this shit out about YSL. Yeah.
It's because
Yeah,
he was helping coach them through their trial, and he said that he said that he already knew from the prosecutors and the political people there, he already knew who had read it. And he said that's why I was working with Woody, because he said I already knew Woody had immunity before they knew he had immunity. He said I already knew. He said I already seen the tape of Thug telling in the investigation room. He said I already knew who all had done what. He said that's why I told him to leave Gunna alone. He said because y'all mad at him, but he said I done seen the tapes. He said he was working with Yak Gotti too. He said I know all them boys read it. He said every last one of them told. And Charleston White was like, I've been know the prosecutors and I've been seeing the tapes. He said when I was in Atlanta, why you think ain't none of them touched me? He said because they knew that I knew everything that they had told on the trial. He said to this day won't none of them touch me because he said that they know I done seen the tapes.
To this day.
Oh man, when he got beat by Tyson Fury, the whole city was hurt. Man, we was at Dave and Buster's that night, about 10 deep, watching that nigga get punched out.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury beat his ass.
He was
that
just too
night.
big, bro. He was too big.
Cause like Deontay Wilder was trying to knock him out. That nigga was just jabbing that nigga to death, boy.
Yeah, and then he was leaning all on him, leaning all that weight on him.
He did
Deontay
like
Wilder
how,
should have been a light heavyweight.
He did how Lennox Lewis used to do them niggas. Lennox Lewis leaned on them niggas and punched their ass to death with that jab.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me get out of here, man. I got work in the morning, big
Hey,
dog.
I appreciate you, man.
Nah, for sure. It was good, man.
This
Always
was a
good,
great
man.
shop talk. I appreciated it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. If y'all on the book, if y'all on the red, I'm about to shut the stream down and start it back up on the Kick and Twitch side. It's gonna be like probably like a 10-second break, and then I'll be back on.